Testing, testing. Are you hearing me? Tell me if you're hearing me, people. Testing, testing. Are you hearing? Are you hearing? Thumbs up if you're hearing me now, people. Thumbs up. All right. Yeah, man. I apologize for that, people. I don't know what transpired there, but I mean, we're here. Good night, everyone. It's showtime. It's the triple treat, weekend triple treat with the coach's desk. Yeah, man. And we're here again for another show, another exciting show, another show. Yeah, that we will definitely enjoy. That we most persons were looking forward to. And as you see with the with the title of the video, people, who will make it to the upcoming Reggae Boys friendly, meaning which baller will make it. You know what I mean? So here we are, people. We're gonna have a discussion on that, and of course, Keemar Lawrence is now back in the MLS. Yes, people. We understand that he has signed a deal to be back in Toronto, and it's strictly family decision, from what we understand, people. So we have to show respect to Keemar Lawrence. He's ensuring that everything is intact with him and his family. So I mean, a lot of persons think it's a backward move, think it's not a good move, but I mean, that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? So big up to everyone in the house. Premier League game on today. Newcastle 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leicester City, who currently sits third in the league. 2, yes. 1, 2. Can you believe it, people? Can you believe that Premier League game today? 4 goals to 2. Newcastle outscoring Leicester City. A lot of times we have been saying, this Leicester City team can be a team that chokes. I remember last season when they were actually sitting pretty, and then things just become toxic turvy. You know what I mean? So this is what we are at today, people. Where English Premier League is concerned, many more games will be coming tomorrow, and JPL, that's a Jamaican Premier League, has gotten the green light to kickstart. Yes, big news coming out of Jamaica. The footballers them feel good, and persons might be asking the date. It will start somewhere in June to about July, and definitely CONCACAF needs to get big up for this, because they actually gave Jamaica the go-ahead to start their league this late. They could have said, no, time has passed. So we have to big up the personnels at CONCACAF for allowing the Reggae Boyz league, or the Jamaican Premier League, to start at this time of the season. And 2 venues that will be used, from our understanding, the National Stadium and Sabina Park. Yes, the cricketing mecca. Also, the teams need possibly about 4 to 6 weeks to get things in order for preseason. So the preseason will last that long. So definitely that's how it will happen going forward. So yeah, man. And also I want to apologize for being late again. I mean, some traffic was on the road. People, trust me. Some traffic was on the road, and it was terrible. But we're here. Yeah, man, we're here. And we're gonna have a good show nevertheless, right? So big ups to all the people. Of course, we'll be dropping the link in the comment section. We'll be pinning the link. Yeah, man. So all the persons who are ready, I hope you're ready, because we're gonna be discussing who will make this team for the upcoming friendlies. Yeah, man. Are there gonna be big names? Are they gonna be Small names. Are players from the Premier League, the Jamaica Premier League that is about to start, will they be making that cut? Yeah, man. So, people, yeah, man, we'll be having a little discussion on that. And I'm sure the panelists are about and around. Yeah, man. So, before we do anything, we have to come in the comment section, people, and have a little heal up and big up and welcome. So, we're going to run right into it. You normally say that I'm way behind with the comments, but of course, we have to do the preamble first before we get into the whole thick of things. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, Alex Reed. Welcome to the show. Alex was saying that he's not hearing me. Well, that has been sorted out now. Chaddy W, welcome. Top 10, welcome. Garvin, big up yourself, welcome. Ian Campbell, welcome. Demar Palmer, welcome. Demar, sorry, welcome to the show. Fresh God in the building, big up yourself, Fresh God. Scare me for a set there, bro. I thought there was not going to be a live tonight. Check. Big up. Yeah, man. We just run a little late, people. Trust me, the Friday evening, very terrible when it comes on to time. Yeah? Trust me. I was running to start at 7, but it did not materialize. But we're here, and the show has to go on. Yeah, man. Have to. All right. 20, big up yourself. Maestro 8. Roshan Tomlinson, welcome to the show, and big up Kevin Reed, welcome. Yeah, man, all the people instead of my hear me now. Travis, they say Leicester is collapsing, yeah, man. The real youth, Tevan, no, not Tevan, Alex, yeah, man. There's another Alex in the building, the real youth, yeah, man. Welcome to the show, my friend. Kankakov couldn't deny it though, so that would be biased. No, Alex, they actually could because it would have passed the time. Remember, the agreement is that whenever Gold Cup and those tournaments are about to play no football, you have to end it at a certain time. So they could have, but we have to give thanks that they didn't. You know what I mean? Fourth official, big up yourself, bro. Yeah, man, up and running. Bravo. Big up and welcome. Big up to everyone on the live. Thanks for tuning in. Get the likes up. Yeah, bravo. I'm going to put that on screen, people. Run with that one. Paul Marriott. Big up. Welcome. Aston Burke. Welcome. Let me see. Everyone watching, please like and share. All right. Big up fourth official. Gold Cup spots will be up for grabs. You think so? Man's not hot. Pep. Yo. Welcome to the show. MPEC. Welcome to the show. Tennessee. Welcome to the show. Bad with Bad Gaza. Welcome to the show. Coach me here say England still a pre-Antonio. Then go and pre, no? We don't stop nobody from pre, no. Them only can pre. Yeah, man. Antonio sort out, man. No worry yourself, man. Antonio there. Yeah. Reggae Boyz. Antonio say. Oh, no, yeah, man. The man switch allegiance. Go no one I worry for. Don't worry too much, man. Alex Davis, one question. I need to really know what JFF doing to get Redman. No. That's a very interesting question, Alex Davis. Very interesting questions. But certain things that can't be spoken on live. Not Stewie, welcome to the show. Of course. You have to forget the Manchester United in the final of European Cup. Eh? Oh, you have to forget that. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah, man. Man, you in the thing, man. The coach, I drip the coach. I talk about Reggae Girls and the British. Oh, my. Top 10, a big topic that's in the top 10. Because you see, nobody now bash the female side of things with these English players that are coming in for the Reggae Girls. Eh? But when it's on the male side, there's a lot of, naysayers and all of these people talking a lot of things. But that's how life is sometimes, filled with biases. You know what I mean? Devon Smith, welcome. Yeah, man. Reggae Girls have also 2 games coming up against big mighty USA and Nigeria. Looking forward to those games as well. Yeah, man. All the details in the building. Big up yourself, all the details. Yeah, man. Oh, you, Jerome, 876, welcome. Shane Rodney, welcome. They don't have any credit to call him. Phil Jones in the building. Not the Phil Jones from Manchester United still. Because what me understand is that Phil Jones support. Outside again, Phil Jones. Drop your side, drop a team in the comments. Yeah, man. So good look for the Reggae Girls. Yeah, definitely. Shedrock, welcome to the show. Profound Ministry in the building. Yeah, man. Welcome, Profound. Yeah, so people, who do you think will make the cut? Right now, I'm ready for drop the link, because the show late. You know what I mean? I'm ready for drop the link. Oh, Leicester you supports it. But what is happening with Leicester, man? Huh? Leicester seem to always not find form at this time of the season. Eh? No, man. Or is it Brendan Rodgers, the great choker? Hmm? Coach, women are not as good as men, coach. Nothing of that. We don't have as many quality females as opposed to the men. All right, all right. Yeah, excuse, bad we bad. Me take the excuse still. It's all right. ODNL, big up. Yeah, man. DJ is injured, but we're not sure for how long. We hope it's not a long term injury. Gregley is also injured. So I mean, yeah, man, a lot of things happening. Mark Chambers, welcome and big up. Anything Redman need, they need to give him. He's one, should even be in the bench for Jamaica with his speed. All right. You think we should cap Kiddo with these 2 games, bearing he has his passport? You sure him have him passport, Tony? You sure Kiddo get him passport? We don't want to speak out of turns, Alright, if you have it still and you know say him have it, just send me a screenshot now. Yeah, man, send me a screenshot. I said, me rush on the thing, I forgot to play the whole thing, them people. Yeah, man, make we run a little intro so more people come in. Alright, what do you think about that one? What do you think about that one, the people? What do you think about that one? Yeah, man. Always up to something. Alright, coach, you run the place, May I try. Yeah, man, we're trying our best to do what we do so that the people can, be informed, so that the people can enjoy the show, so the people can interact. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So, who remember that one?
Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that. The style of your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
Yeah, man, people. Yeah, we are trying our best, Yeah, try to get some things going so we can, add a little flavor to the thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Get the likes up to 50 less likes, then we drop the link. All right. So Fresh got to 50. Shane Rodney say, yeah, we should cap Kiddo. Formula Sports. What go on, my brother? What I think about Lawrence move? Lawrence move, we talk about it, when you look at it, formula, a lot of us might not see it the way the baller see it. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's it's neither here or there to me. You have to respect what the baller do. You know what I mean? Will it affect his career? I don't think so. Um, I think Keemar Lawrence is now in the possibly the latter part of his career. So I mean, it not gonna affect him now, man. I'm not gonna say it's a good move though, but I can understand the move. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't have much to say on it. Let me hear them say about the incha. Alright. Intro is fire coach. Alright, bravo, big up. What's the latest on the Reggae Boys? Them who to play for the Reggae Boys. I mean soon drop that, man. Remember I eat what I got talk about tonight in a shed rack. The possible persons or who are the persons that might play for the games coming up. Those two games. Alright, Alex, so me get endorse. Me need to get it full screen. Yeah, you know, so I don't know if to do that part there yet. But you know, I progress, patience. Me soon drop the link, George Stone. Me soon drop the link. Me have to wait for Fresh God and Bravo and them people there in the comment. And them man they run a comment and at them and Fourth Official and some other people. Yeah? Formula Sport. Those people run the comment. Ian Campbell. These people run the comment and they will tell me when to drop the link. So you see? Yeah, man. So George Stone, that's what it's all about. Shaquille Smith say, Ivan Tony, we need. Like up the live. Brown man in the building. Yeah, man, Brown man in our place. Jay Ellis, welcome. Where's the top 10? All them. Prime time. It no full screen. Yeah, man, we need to start it out full screen, man. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Get the likes up. You prefer the old one? Which one is the old one? Style and flavor? Yeah, yeah. Fourth official, that's true, man. Anything once a year, hey, some name we hear can play for Jamaica Virgin. You that trust me. Whole pan name, whole pan name. All white men were here. Ricardo Fuller, big up. Jarvis Parish, yeah man. Phil Jones, Leicester man, in a problem. Uh good move me need him Toronto. Alright, that's this sound like a Canadian, Shane Rodney. I don't know why it's hard for fam to go Belgium. Yeah, that's also a good question in our top 10. But then you have to look at the displacement of the family. The kids probably in school already. The wife probably working, and then it would be easier for him to move rather than displace them, putting them through all of that. Big up yourself, Pastor Omar Stennett in the building. Yeah, man. Well, it's a 9 to go. Mike Play 82. Welcome. Yeah, man. I them man they run the comment section, man. I said DJ has recovered from the injury, but the coach is allowing him to return to fitness. All right, not bad. What is Keemar Lawrence transfer value? How much Toronto pay for him? I don't know, but from when we hear Karoom, he's now one of the, or if not the highest MLS paid player. That's what I heard. Not certain how truth that is. No figures were disclosed. Shedrock is asking if Devon is going to be on the show. Not sure. Devon, show up yourself. It's tough on footballers' families that don't want to move. Yeah, man. Yeah. It gentlemen, make a try understand it. It tough, you know. For for someone like that people who is all into family, it's very difficult. And like I said, it could be a case where he would be displacing the family members, his children and his wife, and he doesn't want that. So I mean, for him to make a bold decision like that, yeah, man, we have to give kudos to that, man. Can't fight it. You know what I mean? So we have to just show him a little respect, respect his decision. Yeah, man. Cause trust me, it's not an easy thing to make a decision like that from the baller. You know what I mean? Yeah, for him to make a decision like that to leave Europe to come back to MLS. Yeah, man. So may I try to put up one more of the video them people. Yeah? And look at that one that I will show tonight, you know. Yeah, man, we have a look we have tried the production part of it to make the thing look more professional, yeah. You know, we're not getting everything at once. But definitely thank you for the patience. Yeah, man. Yep, yep. All right, apparently that one will reach it. Yeah, so I need to check back the comment section to see if all is well in the comment section. If you can drop the link anytime now. Now let me check out the comment. Comment are coming quick and fast. All right. Channel, look at me, miss it. All right, so Ian, we can drop it now. Miss it. Ian have a thumbs up. Army. All right. Yeah, man. Paris, Kahim is having a beautiful season. In terms of, listen, I love the stream. Yeah, the stream yard nice one. Stream yard nice to use one. Yeah, man. Me I try to learn it, you know. All right, the boss. Them some for drop the link so we can talk about the past persons who we think are. I will ask about Paris. I will ask about Paris. Let me see. Oh, bad with bad. Yeah, man. Kahima do well, you know. He's doing well. And we big up him for that. Yeah, man. Um, should he get a spot? Aye. That's a next hard one, you know, people. A next hard one. But, swag one, huh? Alright, so the link drop, people. The link out. And as they always say, I should pin the link. Alright? Pinning. Like Blackberry. Alright, so that is it. People, roll in, roll in, roll in. Let me see. Um, um, Kahim Paris, Kahim Paris. Yeah, man, it's a Jarvis Paris. Are your nephew? Okay. You know what true though. The name I like, you know, and me always see a different Kahim, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up Karim Paris uncle, yeah, man, in the building. A good baller, man. Good baller, good baller. In terms of giving him well, you see, it's not everybody out in Europe that is playing well. Um, nah, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, that's true, Karum. Let me put up that on the screen. When you decide to go on a journey to play professional football, you have to be strong mentally because we'll have to know your family won't be there with you at the start. We have to respect them. Yeah, man. Definitely. Keemar away, Fernando. Greetings, coach. Visiting panelist, doing here. Last week we missed the program. Wifey decided to lockdown. No technology. People, you know what going? Hey, when the female them body no. Yeah, man, me understand, man, because yeah, man, me understand, cause trust me. What go on, Sir Blake, in the building? We say they from a far land, Melbourne, in the house. That sound like a where? Is it Australia? That's where you at, mate? Or, 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 which other place Melbourne is in? Uh, Mr. Blake,
Coach Wagwan.
what go on, DJ?
There, man.
You know, so I truly know you because one of the rules, is that you have to turn on your camera, because some unscrupulous
Oh,
person, yeah, some
all right. That's
unscrupulous
probably one minute.
person normally come on in the waiting room and we don't know who they are. You know what I mean? So when the camera on, big up yourself, Sir Blake. Man in the building. Me see a juggler one night,
Yeah.
and you're on, that's some vibes, that's some rock,
That's a some worldwide song,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Big
man.
up yourself, man. So who you think are gonna make the cut
I
for this
don't know what
squad
make the
coming
cut
up?
to them, but I just
All right.
the time difference wicked and a nice hotel room and hope the internet up and strong. I remember last time the internet
Yeah, one
was
night
good.
what the
Yes,
internet
so make
never
sure
so hot.
tell the promoter I'm not coming at the hotel, shakily. You see me?
Yeah.
But the time difference wicked, brother. So I was stay early with you. But that's what first and foremost want to say everybody that them know. Anthony Grant,
Nice.
application to citizenship in
Yeah.
24 hours now. Letter to the JFF in today. You see
People,
me?
hold on. People,
So I come from coach desk and drop and tell you that straight up.
breaking news, people, breaking news. Hold on, the selector. Hold on.
The general thing.
Hold on there. Breaking news on coach's desk. See it up on the screen? Yeah, man. Run it, Sir Blake.
Good day, Mr. Wint. My name is Anthony Paul Sean Andrew Durant Grant. I'm a central defensive midfielder and enforcer who played 34 games and scored 3 goals for Swindon Town in League One so far this season. I represented England at under 16, under 17, and under 19 levels. I am writing to formally express my interest and make myself available for selection to represent Jamaica's national senior men's football team. My grandmother is Jamaican and still resides in Portland. I love Jamaica and visit every year to maintain close ties to my family on the island. I am a product of Chelsea Academy from age 13. I made my professional debut at 17 years old versus Manchester United in May 2005. In 2005 2006, I was brought into the Chelsea first team squad that won Premier League under Jose Mourinho. Last season, I joined Swindon Town on loan and played 30 games to help the club win the league and secure automatic promotion. Former Jamaican international Joel Grant is my teammate, and I have spoken with him about his time playing for Jamaica. I have made over 600 appearances and scored 21 goals in my professional football career for clubs including Chelsea, Southend, Stevenage, Shrewsbury, Peterborough, Port Vale, Crewe Alexandra. My accolades include winner of Player of the Season at various clubs, including last season as player of the season in League Two. My style of play is combative and non-stop running. I intend to bring all my aggression, tough tackling, and add steel to the heart of Jamaica's midfield. My team relies on me to hold up the ball and provide composure, break up play, win the ball, make accurate passes to allow attacking players to express themselves. My passing is accuracy is 89% in my own half and 82% overall. I will go above and beyond and run my socks off for Coach Theodore Whitmore to ensure Jamaica qualify for the World Cup. I look forward to learning the Jamaican style of play and sharing my vast experience with the next generation of defensive midfielders. Please, sir, send out a warning to those midfielders in CONCACAF. The general is here,
Mhm.
and I will be protecting the young, creative midfielders I have seen, like Tyreek McGee and Peter Lee Vassell, in my last days. Allow me to do this for Jamaica, the land I love. Kindly let me know the correct step to take to make this a reality. Please be informed that I have submitted my application for Jamaica citizenship by the sent to the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, including my grandmother's birth certificate. I look forward to a positive response. I can be contacted. You know, so I have to leave that out. And my
Yeah.
agent is blah blah blah. Signed Anthony Grant, aka the judge, jury, and executioner.
All right,
That's
people,
what
they
I
hear
feel
that?
like.
So that I tell me said this ball I want to play for Jamaica. I know some persons are beating him in the comment section and some persons are bigging him up. You know, so I see somebody saying that he's a mini Conte that plays for Chelsea. You know what I mean? So Oyin, the sprite what me for tell you now?
Well, it's like a stun. The reason why I come on is because I saw a program the last time and I couldn't really come on because of the time difference. I couldn't come on,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where you were saying should the door be closed? I'm saying to you, there are players in the league that want to play for Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear the man mention of Tyreek McGee and Peter Lee Vassell that is coming to protect them, and anybody touch them, a problem. That is what an enforcer does. That's what Patrick Vieira used to do. Roy Keane, Paul Ince, Lee Catamol, Nicky Butt. When people talk about the great Manchester, they don't remember Nicky Butt was the man who did the dirty work that allowed Beckham, Paul Scholes, and all those guys to flourish.
Mm-hmm.
You had a central defender who don't look in no accolades. He's there to break foot. You hear me say? He's asking them to send out a warning to those midfield and counter the enforcer there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. All
We
right.
ask him to talk to him today, cause you know, some get it, to talk to him today, some reason with him about something when we can't talk and what some things we can't talk about, something not talk about.
Yeah, man.
The player understand him on him last days. So this is a swan song, right? He not pretend to be something he's not, but he thinks that he has something to add to be able to lend to the next generation of defensive midfielder. I've never really heard a player before talk about trying to help and build the future of Jamaican football. The first time you hear a player who most players are interested to play for Jamaica. This is the first time you hear a man say in writing, say he wants to help to develop those who are coming and learn the trade because he has had more than 15 years, more than 20 years, 20 years sorry, of experience. And so I personally am encouraged because I think people like Anglin and Crow will learn from a will learn from a person who was tutored by Jose Mourinho. Now I really didn't know that today when me and him talk, all his training from 13 to when he left Chelsea. he was under the tutelage of Jose Mourinho, who is undoubtedly one of the premier defensive coaches in the world. So having learned that from Jose Mourinho, and he found out that the match that Jose put him in was versus Manchester United when things were on the line, right? And he come in and he had to do a small job, right? Sorry. So I've heard like Isaac Hayden express interest, but it's really an interest for, I'm not kidding about it, it's for themselves to come in and really big up themselves. At first time I hear a player really talk about building, and that is what I want to say to the other players who are coming. Come to transfer your skill and your knowledge and what you learn as a professional.
Not only that, you know, this man come in and him basically not just show an interest. Him as Mr. Somebody said it in the comment section, him actually marketed himself by sending in his resume, so to speak, an application, because I've never heard of anything like this. A player come out and stating all that he can do, all that he wants to do and will do in order to help this thing.
I think a lot of players are serious, you know, but I don't think that the avenue has ever put up in a way that would allow, because at the end of the day, even the JFF don't have a contact on their website. So the man said to me, I'm say, all right, you what? May I take this? And may I go at JFF as my land at Jamaica Tuesday morning. May I go straight to it and put it in hard copy. So a man can't say not get it. You understand?
Yeah. So it send off already?
Yeah, man. But you know, I don't want the man say bounce or going a spam or
hold on. All right. You see because you said that? Give me a second. A few seconds. I go send an email address in the private chat and you just email it to it right away.
Okay.
That email address, trust me.
It's for who?
I can't tell you upon here.
Oh, okay. All right. No, man, we don't know about this. But you know what? I got the show because we feel so happy. When we talk to the man, like I said to you, he's like, you talk to me every day.
Yeah.
Things come up. So I want us to understand when we say some man and bash the football of them. Understand just some regular human being, you know. But when the man talk to me, it's a whole heap of thing them go through life. Right? Where the road in a professional football is not easy. Right? To come and know so you have the talent and you play in a Premier League championship squad, you have your own squad number. You have a shirt, you're in the 23-man squad. Right? And to know that your career has been in the middle tiers of the England team just because of where you come from. It's a hard thing. Someone would have gone mad. It's nothing to do with the skill of the footballer. So, main reason I ask him certain things, we've seen in the comments in the last time a man say, yo, the man get 5 million. The man not playing a central defense, brother. The man not playing a back line. But ask him, say, boy, the coach get the tactic wrong because what happens is, no, sorry. Me rephrase that. Me answer the coach. Him say, big up. Understand what happened. We were in a position where we were to be relegated. We had to win. So the coach go for a tactic where it's all out attack. And we have to try to score the goal and the goal difference. So it never makes any sense to sit back, defend like we normally defend, and just get relegated with a whimper. Any Arsenal fans in the house? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, man, the one that will get knocked out of the Europa League for a whimper. So even though you see 5-0, come here, hold my hand on the ball. And they pick up that 5-0 get him. Say, well, you have to understand the game. The team needed a win. They can't sit back. They concede a goal. Them score a goal. I think it was 5-2 was the score. Them concede the goal. So they have to chase the game. So the coach said, open up and it no matter if you lose 10-0, you have to win. Right? If you know, so sometimes we in a football, we have to be more football intelligent. You can't just Google something, brother, and read a thing and not break it down and understand what was the motive in it, what was the motive there. So that was just my answer. That was just my answer to it. And you see a man beat last, me see a man beat me back. So that very soon, so that very soon, I'm gonna sit down with Simon and I'm gonna pull my 30. All right, I'm gonna rewind. But do a thing from the board for the flight. You understand? I'm gonna pick a 30-man squad of Jamaican born and Jamaican descendant, first generation and second. Only playing in the Premier League. 30 and man left out in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Which so you get no one if I get the message.
Yeah, man.
Jamaica
Yes,
can pick
man.
a 30-man squad of Premier League players only.
A real deal, people. A real deal.
That means no man in a championship can't get no looky.
Straight Premier League.
Can't get no looky. Straight Premier League. And I don't even go to the ball of them that might I even talk about like a Emil Smith Rowe when even this or whatever. I just talk about man where have interest or put interest to somebody or have the thing.
And we heard Simon talk about a Brandon Williams for Manchester United. So a whole lot of things.
So Simon talking about me never go set up the plan for done the man I lie me I tell. Brother, let me just say to the people. But tell us a certain things that keep on the rap and certain things, but Simon bust it out.
Yeah.
Where man never knows. Them are some of the name of me. I hold back. You understand? There is a player whose woman have a ring on her finger. And me I say, Mama, move up the date of the wedding. Make the ball like you're ready for September. Fully white. Yeah. No, but and other countries have been doing this. Italy, some of the Africans will come there, so we play for Italy. They never born in Italy.
France and Algeria.
Right? France and Algeria, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, all the Francophone countries, they have their footballers there. It's just now that some men are wising up that you can't represent them country and feel fully comfortable in your belly. You understand?
Yeah, man. So good news that Cataract and we are happy.
News are come, man. Some better news are come, I tell you.
Yeah, man, me know that, man.
But you know, me have to just hold straight.
Yeah, me understand, man. Until things are confirmed.
We have to just hold straight because
but Cataract, looking at
the last time, you know, when Devon called the man them name and England go rush them. We now make that happen to you again.
Yeah.
We now been a dying farmer. You understand? When England hear about this, it done.
Yeah. But the email address is in the private chat. I want you to send that to the email address right now. Send it to it right now and make that person to sort out who need to get it right away. And talks are going to happen.
We chat off here when the chat done.
Yeah, man.
The thing about it, you see me? Let me tell you.
Hold on the category. You see the persons who are trying to come in on come on the live, you have to turn on your camera, people, because what happened is that we had some unscrupulous persons coming in the last time and it wasn't nice. So yeah, the one of the rule now to come on. Yeah, you have to turn on the camera. If you come on and we identify you and we add you and you want to turn it off for a while, no problem with that. But to get on, you have to turn it on. We need to see who they behind the camera, you know? You know what I mean? So big up to the to Cataract on that news, and we have some people on the fourth official. We have other detail. Now I see him in the waiting room. We see Chad coming on. Doing his on. Man, we're under a little lockdown. DJ's on. So big up to Cataract for that news. And we're gonna talk about now who we think will make the team for those upcoming friendlies. What you say, DJ? What you say, Kaim Paris are one of them?
Yeah, man, Paris can get a look in, man. Yeah, man. No perform. Yeah, man. Paris a perform. Norman Campbell. I think those are some of the young players that we can work with. Maggie, Norman Campbell, Kaim Paris. I think Dashan Anglin. I think it's not right. That's all the young players. Then. You don't need no more 4 young players in the squad.
Okay. All right. Fourth official, what you say?
Coach, I already know I'm staying now. Matter of fact, manners, I respect everybody here, sir. But I already know my thing set up in a coach. It's like, you know, the time for experiment, you know. I want to Jamaica back on the world stage. I want to Jamaica win. So these 2 friendlies are supposed to be picking the team where you know you want to go in a Gold Cup, where you know you want to go in a World Cup qualifiers. So want all of the overseas based players them call as much as they can, all who potentially supposed to come, bring them in and then start kick them out one by one who not gonna make it. But the experimenting me no depend, you understand? If Whitmore know within him as a fast a certain man not gonna really depend him in team, then don't bring him the friendlies. That's how me see it. Straight. It's just bring the team, pick the 23 or 30 man squad where you know you're gonna carry the Gold Cup and start eliminate from there. Because at the end of the day, win man want win.
Yeah, for real. But hey, people, Bertram is not here now. So we can talk about Hector. Only thing say Hector gonna make it. What do you think?
The coach
Have to make it. Foundation in the squad. 4-player Hector.
Right? So whether we like it or not, Michael Hector will be on it.
All right.
Whether we like it or not, Michael Hector will be on the team. So
No problem with Hector.
What I'm going to puzzle myself with and tell you is I don't know how far in September I'm going to reach. Because one of the things I asked the general today is, all right, you're 33 now, and this is your last thing. Tell me any central defender where you think could have take over from you, where you know about in the league. And the man show me a name, I just do some math now and confirm. You know, so Jamaica have a central defensive midfielder at Liverpool. So, Liverpool. But so a man who we first generation Jamaican.
What on the Cataract? You see if Ian. You said no to Hector, no. But do we have? When you look on a Kevin Stewart, when you look on a Eden, when you look on a Grant seem like him because when the email is sent off, things might work out. You know what I mean? So we not worry about Grant. But when you look at these players, if we don't get a solid man like a Grant, you know, or a next man, you know, Hector go play, you know. Whether we like it, yes or no, as Cataract say, you know, Hector go play.
But me hear say Grant no good.
Oh?
Yeah, that's right.
You hear say Grant no good?
You know,
the Grant can League 1 or League 2, you talk, man.
Coach.
You better than a 31-year-old.
Coach. 33.
Coach.
33. I think him out can match up to tackle, to put in crunching tackle against a Pulisic, a Des, a Lozano. You think him can lock that the gap the behind Ravel Morrison and Bobby Reid?
May I make a next part. Tell me one player in Jamaica that as a champion, like have a Premier League medal. that has won the Premier League?
None.
Local Premier
You
League.
can retire from international football, you know. A great West Morgan.
Great West Morgan.
So you say him won it before?
Him won.
Chelsea.
With Chelsea. That's what I said to you. I think we don't just judge the man off the cover. The man of his Premier League medal. 2005, 2006. He make his debut in the May before. The coach Mourinho put him in against Manchester United in a match that Chelsea had to win in order to win the league. And then now he got a squad number, a contract, mean money, you know, as a 17-year-old you can't get a contract yet, you know. At the time you can get the first contract when you're going to be 18. Right? So you're not talking about a scrub. And the truth of the matter is that you have some players, you have to look at it on a one-on-one basis. You have Peter Shilton, for example. Let me go back to my time later. A 40-something years old Peter Shilton playing at the goal for England. You have other players who, Tony Adams was nearly 38 before he retired from the England squad. The Steve Bold and Tony Adams were in the late 30s and still starting for England.
Rafael Marquez playing at Mexico last World Cup campaign, so I don't know how much. No problem with you.
No,
Rafael
I
Marquez.
think the only objection with age. Because
on age, quality of the player, knowing that he might play in England third or fourth tier, but when I look funny, does he have the quality to match up with players that playing at the highest level? You know that Bobby Reed, Ravel Morrison can't play at the highest level or the peak of world football because we see it.
If me a man call Ravel Morrison name one more time, I say Ravel Morrison not playing football, fam.
Like me not give that as a response, but
Ravel Morrison not playing for this national team. After which part of the squad?
Brother. He has to be a part of the two friendly. Him get shot.
Then he might as well call me
World
then.
Cup and World Cup, it will help him to move forward. So no matter you take him, you have to be a part. He need the game time, or we have to give him game time because he's vital. Jamaica can win a game without.
I agree with that. Rafael have to be in the team.
Let me ask my friend a question. This is Coach Des, which we are talking about. We are talking about mission of the poor. We are doing charity work, and we are trying to qualify.
I see him question the team
is not the place for footballer to get informed.
This is
the national team is the place for a footballer to demonstrate his or herself, in case of the Reggae Girls, at the highest level. This is not the place for you to catch your practice and build your thing.
Want to man him listen to me. Want to man him listen to me. Well on, want to man him listen to me real quick. JFF stands for Jamaica Football Federation, not Salvation Army. You understand me? I say this is not a place where we're supposed to try to give a man a career.
No, sir, I can't Ravel deal with so.
Yo, I Ravel me deal with so. Me I talk from January. Ask Coach Dex. Me I talk from January. Say if Ravel don't find a team, him should not be playing for the national team. Straight.
Brother, quality that you look.
Ravel they are London right now. A kick ball from wall.
Gentlemen,
Ravel not playing football.
Hold on. You want no people. Want the man then talk one at a time. You see, if you have a point, just try wait until the man pause rather than the man attack on the jump in. You see it? Kind of sound muffled, the sound and muffled, so we don't really understand who or what the person has said. So who did that on the floor?
Alright, let me say. Let me finish up with me that say. I've been saying this from January, gentlemen. If you don't have a team and you're playing consistent football, then you're going to come and join Jamaica team as a liability. As a former student athlete, and anybody who watch and follow the game should know that you're not supposed to be joining the national team as a means to play football. You should be playing football and joining the national team to help the national team. Ravel Morrison will be joining the Jamaica national team with absolutely no football behind him other than some park football in London. You understand me? I say? And that now going to help the national team. Ravel Morrison, one of the reasons why Ravel Morrison didn't make Sheffield Wednesday, struggling Sheffield Wednesday, was because the coach said he need 1 or 2 more weeks to get caught up to the game itself, which means match fitness. And I don't know if it's physical fitness, but him say
1 minute. 1 minute. Sheffield wasn't struggling when Ravel gets signed. Ravel would have hard to break in that Sheffield side. Come on, talk facts. You're talking this season
No,
Sheffield.
in a
Talk about
hard,
last
no, in a
season.
hard, no.
Fam.
No, man.
Hold on.
He could
So
have
let me finish.
walked
Fuck,
in a
Sheffield
Sheffield
never
side.
did a struggle last season.
We're not
Sheffield was
talking about last
fine.
season. All right, hold on. We're not talking about last season. We're talking
Let's
about
find
last
about
month.
it. Let's find
This
about it. It's
season,
not Sheffield United he's talking
We
about.
said
It's
Sheffield
Sheffield
Wednesday,
Sheffield
fam.
Wednesday.
Sheffield Wednesday. You tell me I
Wednesday.
say. Sheffield in try make Sheffield Wednesday team. Sheffield Wednesday we are get relegated right now in the championship. Sheffield Wednesday coach 3 months ago said Ravel Morrison he couldn't run the risk of bringing Ravel Morrison in the team because them fighting to win these games with them have left. And Ravel Morrison is behind in terms of physical fitness and match fitness and getting up to speed. It don't take for granted how important a preseason is with every team when you're not playing football for 2 or 3 months. You go into training. You need to get back that game. You need to get back that game fitness, that match fitness. It's
Right,
very difficult to do so.
and that's why preseason normally run 4 to 6 weeks.
All right,
Yeah.
coach. I can jump in and those
International team
challenge that
preseason.
young man.
No, international team, not the preseason. But I think he was referring to the club
Me
Coach
talk
Dex,
about club
Ravel
fam.
where they want to go.
Bro,
one
All
minute.
right, let me make a point.
Coach Dex. You have players where not play for the season and still call up for them clubs. Sit down on bench the whole season and still call up for them club.
Yes, but they are
And
training.
still call up for them country.
Why your
I
point?
mean,
Why your
They are
point?
training. Hold on. There are players who, but you are in training. You are in a program of fitness. You are in a program of sharpness. You might be playing with the reserves. A player might be in a squad and them send them to go play with the reserve and go play with the under 23, right? But there's no player that is not playing that walks onto the field of a professional football club. You have to be training. We're going to run and bust. It doesn't work like that. And I want to deal with the myth about Ravel Morrison. Listen, the world is full of ingenious players. You understand? And then the world is full of myth. And I want to them play in 2 different positions when they have a talk. Right? Look at Ravel Morrison. Ravel Morrison has played not even 20 years since 2019. He played 6 games for Aston Stud, 1 game for Sheffield United, 3 games for Middlesbrough, and 4 games for Den Haag. No, 4 different coaches, 4 different clubs, and this mercurial genius.
he play 5 games for Sheffield United.
Wow,
Listen,
not much
Can
difference.
let me add something, gentlemen.
I want to
Let
ask
him
a
finish.
question.
Let
So,
him finish.
so
Let him
for
finish.
Sheffield United, he played 1 game. Go
So
and look at the
5,
data.
1 Premier League game. He play 20 minutes against Leicester City in a FA Cup. Then cup there. He play even against Sunderland 90 minutes. He play 5 games for Sheffield United, and he go play around 6 games for Middlesbrough.
Let me go
And he
again.
play must have 4
Let me go
games
again.
or 5 games for club down Netherlands. And I think we have to look for just like how USA can use, say have an important player and it's just a 1 player and he's that important. Look at Pulisic. USA Pulisic the out. USA start him and make sure he can get fit to get him where they want him so he can perform at club level. And I
All right,
like say
Mark.
Ravel or some
Let me,
little Maggie or some little angling Ravel have what take we have to just
All right,
bus
all right,
here bus him.
all right,
all
chat.
right, let
Your
me.
time now, Mark.
All right, evening,
Argument
gentlemen. Yeah,
hot,
man.
hot.
Evening, gentlemen. Let's look at it. All right, let's look at the friendly we go on the other day. We see a lot of new man get called up. We see players in Jamaica that are not playing football get called up and get some minutes in our game, in our friendly. And you're telling me right now on this live that Ravel Morrison, known quality footballer, playing many different leagues around the world, can't get called up for play 2 month friendly and Gold Cup when you have man like Luca Levy. When you play football for a year, when I bash them Monday. You have man at Jamaican Premier League side when I play football for a year. I leave that shade nobody. You tell me say Ravel Morrison, quality footballer, can't get a call up. Come on, man.
Let
Come
me ask.
on,
Let
man.
me ask a question of people. What if
It's a big deal.
Coach Theodore Whitmore wants him to play? What would you say of
that
the coach.
that is the coach's discretion. And I would say that there are two places that I would drive to that the coach should then think about. One is on Windward Road, and the other is Papine, Ward 21 and Bellevue. And he's one step there because that decision to take off Keemar Lawrence and leave on Michael Hector on the field, after which 2 goals went in and the game went from 2-1 to 4-1. That still has to be explained one day.
All right.
His memoirs or something. But I want to say this quickly. I am disputing with you that Ravel Morris is an elite footballer. There is nothing in Ravel's bio, and when people are counting appearances, when you start counting cup appearance, you know, so you think shaky man. His league appearance, they go by. That's how you measure. That's how you measure players. Because some places have 2 cups, like England have the Carabao Cup and them have the FA Cup. So you can't get a look in. But other countries is 1 cup now. In Spain is 1 cup, it's the Copa del Sol, right? So that's why they don't count those things, because you're not counting apples with apples. It's league appearances, all top leagues have 20 clubs in it. So you know where you come up against, right? I am disputing with you. Ravel might be a talented footballer, but there are many talented sportsmen who do not have the other attributes necessary to become an elite world-class player. They don't have the mental fortitude, they don't have the discipline, right? Some are injury prone, they don't have the physique, right? Many other things can stop you from being elite. But you can't tell me that a player that is playing 1 or 2 or even 5, if you want to put it, appearances for a season. And a minute ago, you want to talk about a man where I play 30-something game every season. Right? When we were talking about Anthony Grant. Anthony Grant has started every single game for every single club, for every single season since he walked into the professional ranks. Never been on a bench. Never bench.
All right, can I say something? Can I say something?
So Ravel, in this time I'm saying to coach, when you have players like Taylor Hart expressing interest in Jamaica, Ravel Day is done.
No, sir.
Ravel Day is done. Because you have a player who's playing regularly, who's playing regular football for Arsenal under 23, right? Meaning they play every week in the Premier League Development League. You have a player who's been developed on a tangent to bring him into the first team, right? And Arsenal, as he said, and I support them, but they have Arsenal and Chelsea have the best of transition. Saka, Emil Smith, you name them, Eddie Nketiah, they bring players up to a level. In a year or so, by the time they're ready for World Cup, Keemar Lawrence will be in the Arsenal first team. And if you have a player like that who has on his own gotten a Jamaican passport, you tell me how Ravel Morris can stack up to a young, creative midfielder like that.
But we're not talking about aspiring Jamaican footballers. We're talking about people who have no passport. As I said last week, we're not talking about Antonio and yes, but I'm saying Grant. I have no problem. Wait. I have no problem with Grant. All right, Keemar, all right, fine. The coach probably don't have his eyes on Keemar, all right. But I'm saying players that play for Jamaica, Ravel Morris play for Jamaica. He's top quality. Yes, him fall out right now with our club. The Sheffield Wednesday thing. Sheffield Wednesday in a predicament right now where they might try to survive. Them not even want sign new players. Them they know what they might do at the end of the season. If they might start fresh, or come here follow them. If they might start fresh with a new team or whatever, because them players that them have, some of them need for that shit, honestly. Because them ball game where they might play, it's atrocious. Anyway, I'm saying that you have man like Ravel Morris that play for Jamaica already. Displays quality, too friendly. Him play for Jamaica. The man have him passport waiting. Yes, him out our club right now. Why we can't continue to give the man the opportunity as quality? Get him for gel with the team and play some ball, not talk like say the man have to get some passport and him a compete with other people. No. I don't.
But the fact is that Mark, he's
Can
not
I say something?
playing. Hold on. The fact is that he's not playing competitively.
And that's why I reference Luca and those men from Jamaica. We still get a cap for Jamaica and haven't been playing football for 13 months. So I'm saying, what's the difference with Raval as a
Let me give
quality player that's better than Luca and those players?
All
Are we
right,
going to
Dwayne.
say, all right, drop him and play Luca? But that's
You're-
my point still. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Big point.
I agree. Given the two friendlies that we saw, Ravel, there is no denial of his quality. So he's definitely a player that we should make that, I want to say, leeway to facilitate, even though he doesn't have a club right now. Like I said, based off the merit of his two performances from the two friendlies, is definitely a player we should call up for this upcoming two friendlies and see how best we can integrate him.
Okay.
In
Dwayne.
what position are you calling him up? That's the only question I want to ask. In what position are you calling him to play?
All right, so let me just give a 2 seconds response to our one, right? There was an interview with JFF Dual launch recently, and a question was thrown out to them where it is you have this, can't remember her name, but she just gets a nice good coaching job, right? When a reporter asks directly, like how she's a coach now and stop playing football, if it is that the door is still open for her to walk into Jamaica squad.
McClure.
Yeah. So the response that was given was that the door is not closed to any player, but we would like all our players to be playing at the highest level and playing competitively, right? So with the Rafael situation, as the question was just throw just a while ago, right? Which position Rafael will be playing? Rafael position is actually a competitive position, right? The thing with Rafael we are thinking about is Rafael a poor player, right? Has his 2 appearances for Jamaica made him a part of that core. Because a lot of persons holding on to Fergie's assessment of Ravel from a tender age, right? We all see him appearance, we see him quality. But in terms of other players who actually working now, training day in and day out at the established camp, right? Can Ravel really put those players aside just because living off his name? But then again, the door not closed and him have a training camp to go through. And if he's a core player, we see him actually make the trip for prove himself. But in terms of is his game secure, unless he finds somewhere for to sit down and actually start training consistently and keep him level high, somebody got take in game. That is my 2 summary on it.
Okay. So the Ravel debate continues.
I support that.
So I mean,
do we have a attacking midfielder like him? Because me watch Jamaica football a good while now, and me never see a man on the ball look good as him play for Jamaica.
But DJ, when you look on it, you see all of the points that I make are some very good points,
On both sides.
On both sides, because look at it from this angle. Ravel was brought in to play football. He came in for 2 friendlies, and the man dominate them 2 friendlies there. So I would say, based off his last appearance for the country, then the coach probably is saying that in spite of him not having a club now, say I want to work with this player based on what I want to achieve as the coach.
Menzi, hear me out.
Coach, 1 minute.
Hold on the room. Yeah.
Coach, if you have a man playing a test match, and then you are 10 final, and then come play domestic cricket, and then just lick him all about for 6 and 4, you can't judge that for pick him to play next test, because him perform good
in the last test. And that's the point me I make.
Hear me out. All right, hear me out now.
Yeah.
The friendly Jamaica play was what? December?
November.
Back when Ravel just before Ravel left Ten Hag, yeah?
Yeah, but remember, Rome, before he moved further, he only played 5 games there for that.
But he was at Ten Hag playing and training with them every day, yeah? Ravel go and Ravel play 2 good games. And since then, every single Jamaican we now look on it objectively, say Ravel are the best thing them ever see since sliced bread. Right? Me move come America in a one little area where nobody no play football. I go play football with some little man who I try to play. I look like Pele every day.
Yeah, the best thing.
Me are the best thing on the field. Ravel come and Ravel play in a position where we never have a baller playing in that position as good. So obviously Ravel are gonna look like the best thing ever. However, what Ravel you are gonna see when you call up Ravel this week, this next 2 games, Ravel might come and start look like fat Ronaldo because we don't know where Ravel are do. Ravel not playing, not training. Ravel is not doing anything. The Ravel.
Oh, you know him. Oh, you know him not training.
You know he is.
I'm not saying he is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Question based on what you asked.
What I know is that he's not playing with a team, which means that the match fitness that you're supposed to have, the sharpness that you're supposed to have, you don't have it. You don't have that. You don't have that sharpness when you play upon a park. Ravel could have run 10 miles every day, keeping lean as hell. Him still not having the football. Remember, farm temporary, right?
Yeah, man, we know that.
We already know this. So I say this over and over. We call Ravel now after almost a year without playing football. And more than 6 months without playing football or training with a team. What does that do for Jamaica? How does that benefit Jamaica when Ravel are going to come in and I'm going to take someone else's spot, which probably are going to be way sharper than him, and who knows what the result will be? You think you're going to get the same Ravel from November?
Who's sharper than him? Who is his substitute? Who's better than him? Skill, tactical, everything. We inform right now. Except for Maggie, we can play alongside him. Except for Maggie, we can play alongside him.
What team have to revolve around Ravel Morrison? That's what I'm saying. You don't want to give it everything because Ravel Morrison, because you want to play Salvation Army for Ravel Morrison, fam.
Well, I'm not saying Salvation Army, but that is the missing link with the Jamaica right now. We have good forward, good defense, good goalkeeper, and the midfield. Look at Tyreek Maggie. We have the debate the other day with Tyreek Maggie needing to be in playing in the first squad, right? That was an issue for us as football fans. We want Tyreek Maggie to be playing in the first squad, so he can have that experience for us, so he can control the midfield, right? If we ever play 2 man in the midfield, Raval and Tyreek, they play the last game, and look how the man them start up the midfield. They tell me say Raval partner with Maggie. Can't work, brother. Who can do better? Come on, man.
Mr. Man play for Jamaica how much years with one another. And Ravel just come in 2 games and you want to say man and Maggie look how Leon Bale look bro when the man and Leon Bale them link up, bro.
Exactly.
Brother, him not have to start. Him can be an impact player. Him not have to start him. You can come give him 15 minutes.
There you go. 15 minutes can change a game.
If Ravel playing a whole World Cup, we just want 15 minutes from him.
But what the aim? What is the aim though? The aim is World Cup. So we have time. We have World Cup. So if he play 2 friendly plus World Cup, much run a World Cup, 3 game match, right? That's a 5 match and 9 built in, brother. Plus if he made sign for your club, you get what I say?
If he get signed for your club, Ravel has
more optimistic.
Man have a club for a year, fam. Real Sassy attempts to come and he will decline it because of money.
It's not because of money. Raval in a space right now where more be closer to him family, just like Keemar Lawrence. Family has a key role to do with the mental health and playing football. He go hand in hand. So he can't just look for money only. A lot of these players make so much money already, and he reach a point where they want.
You see how this man jump on and say Ravel decline because of money. Or when the club of Italy did sign low and he decline because of money. Why we not talk about that?
Because Low have a team to play with. Because Low have a team to play with. The fact that the man not playing football is what's bothering me.
All right, look at this on the screen.
The fact that the man not playing football is bothering me.
Final point, Ravel.
1 minute. Mr. Javan was to sit down in a studio or sit down at Clarendon and still get picked for the national team. What is someone at that? But Javan was no good.
All right, look at this final comment on the screen on Ravel. Playing Ravel for Jamaica can help to get Ravel back on the map, to get a club, which will help Jamaica long term. Who agree with that? Who disagree?
Aye. Agree with that. Aye. Well said. Agree. Formula Sports. Well said. Agreed.
Formula Sports. Right, here's what I'm saying.
Last point on Ravel.
All right, let me say this. Coach.
Playing for the national team, not going to do anything to get him a club because everybody already know Ravel.
Well, I heard my fellow panelists spoke about Ravel turning down Real Sociedad, right? Mm-hmm. And this comes back to one of the points that we made, that there's a lot of things that go into making a professional footballer athlete, and one of that is good decision making.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ricardo Gardner was what, 16 or 17? When him alone and God left Jamaica shores and went to Bolton Wanderers. And he stayed there for a decade and plus. So like a man with a weak mentality, not come to me not about family. When you want something, you know that to run. One of my favorite footballers coming up is a youth named, when they're at university, a youth named Shabani Nanda. If you don't know them, the striker from Burundi. The man walked from Africa to Europe, brother. Walk from Africa to Europe because he wanted to play professional football. When I say walk, I mean walk the whole time and hitchhike sometime from Burundi till him reach to France at PSG and then put 7 of them in a one room with one light. When you want something as a desire, you will know what to put out of the way in order to get that desire. You can't mentally weak. There are a whole breed of African players. George Weah, you read his story. Leave everything. Don't know nobody.
So
Don't know
coach.
anyone.
I'm going to
Get a professional. But look at Rick.
my final point on the Ravel.
Well, but I think, coach, what the bottom line should be is that we should be saying as Jamaica, if you are not starting for your professional club and playing football, you should be down the pecking order.
Alright, let me just give my final point on the Ravel.
No, man, we finished with Ravel now, man.
Alright,
Sorry
cool.
about that. Because,
1 minute, coach. 1 minute to Kemar.
no, man, we don't. No, man, we
stretch it too long for Ravel.
nah, stretch Ravel no more. We not
I
stretch it no more.
don't know more Ravel, may I ask Ketarak.
Okay.
Ketarak, well, let's make the point when I say players with weak mentality. What would you say about Taxi?
And I'm going to say the same thing. I commented on Simon's video. I can't tell a man what to do, right? No one can. But there comes a time when a man will have to look back in his life at the decisions that he made, right? If you went to the second tier leagues in Europe and you could not cut the mustard mentally to stay there, and I go back to a left back, David Gardner went to England on his own. There was no other Jamaicans. In Belgium, Taxi has Boza there with him to help acclimatize, etc. There are different levels to this thing, you know. There are different levels to this thing. But any move backward to go and play in the MLS, yes, get your money.
Chiching.
Well, you might as well just buy China then. The only if I might be going to pay China, until the COVID lick me.
But that the further.
It's weakness. It's weakness. You are your girl. Brother, you have players who sacrifice them hard. Any man just to read up and Shabani Nanda. Set off with 2 football balls over his shoulder. I don't know how him I reach. But him reach Europe. Play a little football, you get a little money, pay a bus. Those are people that wanted to have man who was in the township. They tell about the youth them in England. Read back the story of Lucas Radaby. Right? Them man they leave the township and go to a straight town to go play football in a town that was racist. But you go live there in a part that they can dead any night. But you leave the comfort of the township to go play there. Right?
You know, say
it's about a teenager. Hold on, I saw anything there. The thing about a teenager, it's harder because they have no friend.
No, but Bibi had his mother, you know. Bibi mother went to them, you know.
I said mother and friend now.
No, but it's easier for a youngster adjust, you know, than a family person, you know.
Okay. Well, I will disagree, but
we can agree if we disagree because there are strengths on both sides.
Both sides, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that in professional sports, particularly in football, in other things like basketball, in American football, a lot of people have to leave their family and go thousands of miles to earn and pay because that is the way the professional sports goes.
Yo,
How
you
many
know,
years? How
you
many
know,
years?
you
How
know,
Can
many
I add
years?
can I
Hold
add a
on.
point?
Hold on.
Can
Hold on. How many years Keemar had left on his contract?
As far as I know, it is one more year.
Exactly. So
Right.
you'd have been there for like 2 years
I think
already.
no, a year. A year and right.
Almost 2 years, because
Yeah. Okay.
I guess you'll be leaving at the end of the season, right?
The season. Okay. All right. So 2 seasons. 2
So
seasons.
I want to agree with you on the mental weakness part of it, but I still want to not agree with you. That's why I say it can weigh on both sides,
Minzy.
because it can be a ticklish situation for him. We don't know the main reason. We only hear say because of family.
Minzy.
He
Popcorn.
wants to be with his family.
Minzy,
Talk about
if you need a testimony on what this man is going through, look no further than this panel right here, Minzy. You know me when me I go GC. Yeah? When me get a scholarship to come over here and me one come though.
Yeah.
Left the family and everything. We know exactly where he would have go through if he must struggle by leaving him family at Jamaica. A regular plenty of Friday nights when me there and I don't know what to do. And my family and friends in Jamaica do all sort of stuff. And you have to look back for yourself and say, where you do this for?
But Rome,
On
let me
a
stop
regular
right this.
basis.
No,
So
let me stop this.
you get to fight the mental aspect of it, But then if you look on it from a different perspective and say, me I do this for a reason though. You play football, you do what you love. So if for the mental aspect of it, if you're not strong up here, so you go feel and fault and then want to go back to your yard.
Coach,
Hold on. Sorry to me know you want to say something, Mark.
Yeah.
But hold on. Because I don't want this point miss me. Remember, this man would have played already, in Europe. He would have played elsewhere. So I don't like say first out in him make, and then him just make a decision where just show off everything. I know the first outing him would have make, right? To make a decision like this. So me can't really say the mental. Virgin, you had no choice but to stay in the United States to get what you went for, Keemar is in a different predicament. Him can make a decision where person's not gonna happy with, where him can leave and go to Toronto, which him gonna do, or him can stay and play football. I think he would have been in a situation where him can make a decision there, whether it is a like decision, yes or no.
All right, let me add a point. Let me add a point to that. Rome, when they left GC?
2007. No, 2010. 2010.
2010. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a 2 year before me start. All right, bless up yourself. Me a GC man too. The point of more.
I
Yeah, man.
Big up
GC
yourself,
man.
man. Big up yourself,
Yeah, man. Never finished though, but it's an extractor that.
You shouldn't tell with that father,
Oh, God. But the point I want to make is, all right, we have to look on Keemar Lawrence. Keemar Lawrence, almost 29, I got 30 now. He has been playing for probably...
Yeah, man, 28, yeah.
20 years. He has played for probably, say, 10 years. He playing at the MLS the majority of time. He go Europe. I think he has 4 kids now, 4 young kids. As a youth growing up in Jamaica, most of our ghetto youths, we don't grow in a father, we don't grow, certain structure in the household, we want to change those norms. We want to have our be there for our kids and raise the kids the right way, or raise them with more love, as a man in the household. That could be a factor that he's thinking about that's affecting him. Remember when he just get the contract to Europe, his brother had met in an accident and he couldn't even start because I was looking for Kemar to be playing with the team. I mean, I say, wait, 5, 6, 7 match gone. I'm gonna say Kemar, what go on? The news came that him brother foot got injured or lose on him foot and he had to be there. He's the breadwinner, not for only his immediate family, but extended family. That has an impact on players as well, because if your brother close to you and love him so much, you're going to help and support him, especially in Jamaican environment. We know so we're not rich. You get what I say? Next point to me I try to make is, boom, you leave and go Europe. You're away from your 4 kids and you're away from your wife. It is going to be very, very hard. The point that I want to make is, yes, a lot of us are away from Jamaica, but they are 7 years now. Anyway, long story that. Boom. Comes to now, You play 10 years of your career, you make enough money, you have a house, you have a family in America, right? You move to Europe, trying to, expand yourself, trying to make a bigger name for yourself. You know what I mean? How much more years you have to play? Look at it that way. Me have a family, me have 4 kids. Why am I in Europe playing football when I can come back closer to my family, still make the same amount of money, right?
Or
And
more, or
or
more.
more, the closer to my little kids, them a plane flight away from Toronto to New York. You know what I mean? And still enjoy my football and still have an impact in the Jamaican squad. And everybody is a win-win. At the end of the day, people, we're trying to please ourselves and don't understand. So we have to respect the footballers and understand. So
Yeah.
listen, they're human beings
Self-preservation.
too. Yeah. Them want to be closer to them family. Respect them, man. They might do a good job for Jamaica. And I like same company feel and stand up. I look for a man. Him do for Jamaica. Do. The man put him body on the line. So I'm saying respect him.
And
Respect his
also
decision. And not
that
batch him.
Plunkett also is that as it's not like he has given up on football.
There you go.
Him still a play football, still at him livelihood, and
Yeah.
because him gone back at MLS, you'd have said no, it's a retirement league. No, it's a retirement league. So him probably be a seek a way to early retirement. You know what I mean? Some people can't do them something sometimes.
Me did hint about early retirement for the year, We must say me do an interview and hint about it,
that. Yes.
So that's him say man point.
I feel like he was
decision.
stressed out. I feel like he was stressed out when he talked about the retirement with the Reggae Boyz and stuff, though. I feel like he was a bit stressed, but now he's in a better mental space. And everybody mentally strong. I won't say he's mentally weak, but I think he's in a better space mentally right now. And he does make the best decision right now, yeah, man. Kind of wife, he say, yo, me need you close. Just get close here, man. Respect your Kemar, same way.
Where's the Kemar?
There's a difference. A man can make a decision that is good for him personally.
Mm-hmm.
And I am in no position to tell a man how the personal thing goes.
Yeah.
I don't know if Joe and knock on him door and he decides to no, I have to get up and go there because something.
All of them something. I want my variables. I don't know.
You don't know. He have a kid that turn up at school and the kid have go wayward because but from a footballing perspective, it is a retrograde step. What are the facts? Kemar went to Anderlecht in January 2020. That's 1 year and 5 months ago. Right? And in that time, he has played 16 games. 1 substitute appearance. Start 16, 1 substitute appearance. There are questions to be asked. Footballing questions. Why didn't he break into the side as a regular starter come the 2021 season? Over a season and a half, 16 games out of a 38-game season, because each league have 20. Mm-hmm. Right? Those are very serious questions to ask. He has to think. Maybe he was not getting in the squad and he can't break in on a consistent basis as an international.
Right? Me answer that still.
Hold on. Garvin, sorry Qatar to cut you. But we know we have a British man on the line. I mean, at the comment section. Want him tell we, him play football too. Want him tell we, if he want to come on the panel or he just want to write the epistle in the comment section. Tell us what is really
talking us. Man, if you come on live, man, a football with that. If it full me, would even come off your next man. Come on.
All right, no problem. So Gavin, why you come on the panel and tell us what are the disadvantages? What are the different variables that affect players in playing football in Europe? So jump on. Qatar, continue. Sorry to break it.
So I'm just saying that he has to answer some serious questions, footballing wise.
Mm-hmm.
Why only 17, 16 starts in a season and a half? The season about to done now. Finished up.
Coach.
Right? When you also add European football to that, but the main it speaks to a player who hasn't broken into the top level ranks of the team. The real issue is that as we get more successful in Jamaica, you are going to have other professional players who want that spot. So nobody's spot in the Reggae Boyz is going to be just given.
I'm answer to your question real quick.
You have to show and demonstrate that you are able to have the mental fortitude, the skill, the talent, the fitness, the consistency. That's another word.
Cataract.
In order to make it every day in. Because when it comes to the World Cup qualifying, any slip up is a fatal mistake.
All right, Cataract. The more the email. Send the email now, Cataract. Send the email now.
So, with no respect, right? It's about 3 o'clock in the morning in England. I have to tell the man that I was sending it somewhere else, right?
Oh.
So once we talk to him in the morning and him say okay, then boom back.
All right. Make sure you see the email, do you know?
Yeah, man. Make sure I told him that I'm going to come on the program and talk about it. So okay. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Man. As long as he say boom, a boom.
All right, cool.
The overall we're saying who will be in and who will be out. I believe the overall thing to understand is that boy, I tell you, Jamaica the greatest place in the world. But then I'm Melbourne, I say it yourself. Okay, on the ramp with Jamaica. But I drive today and I hear Taurus Riley and I hear Romeo and Virgo on the regular radio. The country that we live in and the country that we represent is a cultural and sporting giant. And I would leave this video because I was back off and go eat, but I was still there on the program and listen to the man talk. Ryan LFC that because Ryan have to tell me why I have the ball I hide in Liverpool and never tell me say Liverpool have a central defensive midfielder. We are full Jamaican. But I'm just saying to you, nobody's game in this Reggae Boyz is just a gift. Because every player will have to be hungry to play for Jamaica and have to perform at the best level for fitting at this team. Because there will be other players thumping at the bit for taking space. And the thing is, a world-class team is like look at the difference now. Andre Blake has demonstrated that he is a world-class keeper. Any man contesting for the role. I'm like, see, Lawrence Vigaro put up it on the ring. Let's see if you can really deal with it like Superman.
Curtis Jones attack?
Who?
The Liverpool baller.
No, everybody knows that Curtis Jones is a defensive midfielder. No, man. No, man. You don't love Google, man.
You know what? This one is
just a wait for Ryan. Ryan, you have a talk?
No, but what I want to talk about still before I talk about the Liverpool thing, because I think when you look at Jesse Lingard going to West Ham, he have big problem at Man United, not because of football, but personal. I think people underestimate the family. It's very, very important to the player. Look at Luis Suarez, coach's decks. His wife live in Barcelona. She want to live in Barcelona.
Yeah.
The family is important. I talked to Keemar Lawrence a few times, and bro, he going through a lot. His brother lost him leg, family, him far away from him family. And this important. Once a football player don't happy when their family is close to them, it really affect them. It really affect them. Why Liverpool want to get Suarez's wife back in Liverpool, in Merseyside? Because he don't really know much people. Kemar Lawrence don't know much people in Belgium, and this really affect him. Bro, the man getting a lot of money to play for Toronto FC. He want to play in the World Cup qualifier. He want to play in the Gold Cup. He want to come closer to his family. So all of these things is very important for a football player. And sometimes we as fans, me myself, will be an Asian player because we love the sports and want the country to do well. But
They are human being. A lot of people don't understand they are human being. Not because they're getting a lot of money to play football. They are all human being.
Yeah, man. Me support that 100%, man.
Trust me, coach, him going through a lot. Kemar Lawrence going through a lot. When I spoke to him and do the interview, I nearly 3 hours after me come off behind closed door, me and him talk for nearly an hour and something when him tell me, coach, it's rough.
Yeah,
So that's
man.
why I even jump on to share some of these information. I know a lot of you guys saying the same thing, but talking to the person up to
Yeah.
since this week, he going through a lot with personal stuff in him family. Him close to him brother. Him close to him brother and all of these stuff. So we need, as football fans, we need to take consider of that. When he
Oh.
moved to Angalet, he could play because his brother.
Yeah,
Bro,
brother.
he didn't even get. Let me tell you something, coach. When him just joined Angalet, his brother get lost him foot and stuff. Him didn't even get paid when he went
Yeah,
back to Jamaica and all of these stuff.
yeah.
So a lot of these things is not easy, bro. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, man. All right. See, Gavin, reaching at the studio.
Hey,
Gavin,
Rich.
talk to it.
Yeah, coach. You see, so when you train at daytime, example, and you finish train, that's it. You're on your own. If you don't have a girl, if you don't have friends, if you don't have family, you're bored. It took me 3 days when I come England for want to come back to Jamaica. But because I want to play football, I go stay and fight it. It took me about 6 months to get basically find a girl. Because all of the girl them was at home. It's not like Jamaica where you see a girl on the road, they can talk to a girl. No, you have to wait until the summertime. You understand? Or you go out and party or so. And footballers don't do party.
6 months in a go man.
You understand? I find a one girl in the winter still, because you know we are hard, man. You understand? But it's rough. I'm not telling you a lie. You have to mentally strong to play ball at Europe. And I don't know about Belgium, but I don't know if they speak English. But I know it's harder at Belgium compared to England. I'm sure of that. More
the
difficult
language
than
barrier.
Belgium. Yeah, I'm sure of that. It's more difficult than Belgium.
They speak 5 different languages in Belgium.
You understand?
Good.
English universal. Everywhere you go, you can find somebody speak English. So
Yeah, definitely. Coach, I want to pull on that point there. Remember
Yeah.
saying to you that to be a footballer and a professional athlete, it takes more than just having the skill. Some of it you have to play in your head. You have to be mentally strong and mentally tough. You go some players are not pure racism.
Too?
But some players have to play that them show banana, them go out, like a monkey. You can't make that affect you if you want to reach the top. Right on what I was saying is every man know his own burden and every man think his burden is the heaviest. Right? But the world of football is filled with players who have left their home to come and seek a fortune in a strange land. And that requires a certain strength.
Good night, panel.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
man.
right. So,
Yeah.
all I said, the man can go, money is anywhere, you know. And some players, if they decide that this is the monetary thing best for them, fine. But I can only respectfully start from a footballing perspective. And I
Coach,
will
can I
challenge
talk?
any of the panelists to say to me, move from Anderlecht to run to FC is not a retrograde step in footballing terms.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to respond to. When Zlatan Ibrahimovic went to the MLS, people said that was the end then, right, coach?
Yeah.
What happened after he left the MLS, coach?
yeah, you can't use Zlatan as an example. Zlatan go MLS because he get injured, fam. He have a massive knee injury.
All I'm saying is,
and him left go
all I'm
MLS because of that injury.
all I'm
Zlatan
saying is the scouts use 90 minutes to decide a good player for buy. If you get 90 minutes in the MLS and you don't have 90 minutes in Belgium League, it's not a retrograde step to go where your 90 minutes is. How my son, coach?
Fair talk.
Fair enough.
And what I look at is, this is the number one thing I would want to add to the conversation tonight, is the value of emotional intelligence.
Big talk, big talk.
His emotional intelligence is why Messi are the best player we're probably ever seen in our generation. Because you can see it on the man's face. You can honestly see it on LeBron James. You can see it on Jordan face. The value of managing them emotions. So when we see a player make a move to manage emotions better, that's also part of player development. And the number one function at any type of football we play in Jamaica is to move a Jamaican national, not the Jamaican national team, you know. Make sure we get that right. The team is composed of Jamaican nationals. Any football that is played, any at all in Jamaica, is for the development of players so them can earn more and can add more and enrich the community. But that is done through 90 minutes. So when we want to say mentality this, and we want to say retrograde step from Belgium where you're not playing to MLS where you might start playing, we have to factor in both sides of the coin. But
Yeah,
most important,
but other
go ahead,
detail,
coach.
let me cut in the right there. I think when you look at it in terms of a footballing decision, in terms of regressing or retro or whatever, it could be seen as that. But deep down to the player, he has to take the beating where the fans are concerned. But deep down, he knows the real reason why he's making that move or that decision. So we can talk, as Ryan LFC said, we can talk as the fans because we would want to see him in a top league. It's good to see him in a top league. But at the end of the day, the decision that he makes or he made would be one that will fit him and fit his family, fit his situation. So yeah, we know that the emotional intelligence is a big talk and all of that. We understand all of that. But at the same time, the move that he makes, remember, life greatest thing or number one thing is self-preservation.
That's right.
You understand? And the baller, I think about self-preservation. When he preserve himself, he'll be able to take care of his family or be able to stay a little longer with his family. My takeaway from this, or one point to add to this, is that even though it might seem like a regression, the fact of the matter is that the man still have a play ball. Just that me add upon that.
Coach,
Other details continue. Hold on, Qatar. Make other details continue.
make it continue. And I
Yeah.
explain the point of it.
When I look at development of players, coach, I agree with everything you're saying. And I also agree with the fact that he's thinking of what is best for him. And what is best for him must be best for what is the Reggae Boyz, right?
Yeah.
And when I look at the additional players that are in a similar position of leaving Jamaica and finding it difficult to get settled, it's not easy to just say that is football, but we have to recommend that and recognize that the number one thing to a player performance is everything else but football. If you have everything else in life go bad but football, it eventually will spill over into football.
Absolutely.
So I think Keemar Lawrence has traveled a far away, and I think that him traveling further, and I think he's working towards getting back to full game time every season. And I look forward to him development, and I hope we're all on him bandwagon cheering for him as he, start out in Toronto.
Yeah, man, well said. Qatar.
Coach, I just want to be clear that I wish the best for every footballer because it is in the best interest of the country. But I want a question to ask you. The season starts September, and let me throw it out likely me, right? The season starts, and he starts at Toronto, right? And Nathan Ferguson, I'm gonna take an easy one. Born Jamaican, so don't need no citizenship. Playing football starting at Crystal Palace. Sends in his desire to represent Jamaica. So all he needed was the passport in the no rigmarole. How is Taxi going to defend his place when you have a player starting in the Premier League and he is starting in the MLS?
But Cataract, he has to live with the decision that he making. So whatever offshoot comes from that decision, he have to live with that. No going around that. So as me say, for footballing reason, me believe say he might regress. Remember me say that, right? So in terms of a personal inward decision now, I can't say that is a bad decision for him. But me believe footballing reason, you move from a top tier club in Belgium to and you're not at the latter stages of your career. You understand?
Right.
So yeah, I agree with that. But in terms of if a man put in him application like Anthony Grant did and want to play for Jamaica and he must start for a Premier League club. He coach probably have to deal with some Panadol with that, because he might go face that idiot then, not me.
Because the thing about this, and whoever come in, I'm gonna make you come in. That's why I chose this particular player, Leighton Ferguson, born in Jamaica. So nobody can say I reject, nobody can say I eject, or I select. So I don't think I may not think that he was aware that you have someone eligible to fight him for his place in the national team, playing and starting at the Premier League. He would have been one of the players who would think they have a certain level of comfort as the spine of Jamaica. But in my looking at it and tell you, Leon Bailey, check the box. Andre Blake, check the box. And after that, every man I fight for them game.
Yeah, man, you're right.
Because, and I say, Damian Lowe might be comfortable now. But if we wake up in September and Mason Goldgate and Ben Godfrey say them good to go.
Problem. But them say trouble.
It's problem. Because what you are looking now at top class, I mean, defenders. So you have to step up your game. At left back, we said Taxi probably did not. He's not looking at this rearview mirror. I don't think Amari Bell is on the level of Taxi Lawrence, right? Amari Bell is certainly not the best left back. It's not the best Jamaican left back in the championship. So I think he would have had a level of comfort, knowing that if I'm looking and look on who can challenge me, he would say, all right, I'm kind of all right. It's a good backup in case I'm injured or, but Amari Bell can't bench Taxi Lawrence. But Leighton Ferguson, in my footballing experience, would to bench him permanently. Based on age and stage and Crystal Palace not coming out of the Premier League anytime soon.
Yeah, man.
And you have other man in the periphery. You have a James Justin. Okay? These are players who, and I'm calling those players who I believe, footballing wise, are better left backs than Taxi. Footballing wise.
Yeah. All right, who did want to chip in a while ago?
Coach, Mark is up there. How long in contract America? The one you just got signed now. How long?
It's a multi-year.
The multi. And the one you have a Belgium, you have 1 year left, right?
Yeah.
Did they offer him a contract?
I'm not certain.
Okay, when you get to a certain age, and you have 1 year, you have to think about your future. You can get injured between that time. So no player want to have 1 year on the contract, or less than 2 years. No players. Remember that.
And not being
so basically, we don't know the real reason why the man leave.
Yeah, basically. So that there are many variables that would have caused him.
You just bring up a valued point just a while ago. If I 1 year the man have left man in contract and trying to offer him something, then we can't really make talk.
And if the club handle it, never offer him anything as well, then
I mean if I'm going to final year and contract handle it offer and going back to what Cataract said earlier, I mean why would Anderlecht offer him a deal if he only plays 16 games for them? So chances are they never offer him anything.
Yeah, and he might just make a move.
So he might make a move, and if trying to offer him to come back in the MLS, why not? So we can't. Me jump on it and I speculate personally talking about the mental aspect of it because that's what we can talk to. But If he make a move because of contractual purposes, then it's just is a professional footballer make a decision where we have to live by. If you mention James Justin or the youth grant from Crystal Palace, if they make themselves available for play for Jamaica and them come back and them better than him, Taxi have a reputation with the country, do a lot for the country, but if them better than him, them just better than him.
Exactly. So I have to go play for him spot.
Right.
So
Coach, when I get to a certain age, your club come first. Because you think about your family, remember that.
But 28 is not that age.
Yeah, I think 28 is over the hill.
28 is not
the prime
that
that you know,
age.
that is your prime.
28 is your prime.
Is your prime,
You're supposed to be going now to your highest level club at 28.
So at 28,
but
be on a big
if you not get an offer, cataract, what am I gonna do?
Yeah,
the same thing when we talk about a second ago with the man whose name should not be mentioned, you know, but I'm gonna say it anyway, Ravel. Because if him don't have a club offering him a better contract in Europe, then they might offer him something in America. Are you at 28 where you're supposed to be playing your best football? Take it.
I would never call it retrograde.
No, it's a retrograde step. It's a retrograde step.
We know the quality drop. Right? We know that the quality
drop. Yes.
But and that's the offer we get from.
Hold on. You have man in here that play professional sport. My sport different. Right? Everybody knows I'm a martial artist. To be the best, you have to beat the best. To be the best, you have to be competing with the best. It no make no sense me I beat up some little man in Algeria and some little place and the real champion them around the world, me I run and dodge them. And then when my career finish, I say, yo, me a top man. It don't work like that.
All me I say, nobody better than that.
You come to a level where you have to be competing against the best players day in, day out. Day in, week out. And when you compete against the best, your game get better.
All right, we can just jump in right here, sir.
Got you.
All right, so just a few quick points. Taxi decision we make, right, to move from Belgium to Americas. How does it really impact upcoming World Cup that much, or the upcoming World Cup qualifiers right now immediately? Right? What immediate impact it gonna have? Are we really reason about in future into the Reggae Boyz? That's something immediate we are talking about, or a future thing we are really reason about with Taxi. Just want to clear up what the argument really about, or really just talk about one personal development and making the country look nice and on the world stage. Or really a center throw.
Center on the fact retrograde is the word being used to describe the move.
In terms of for the Reggae Boyz, as in
personally, I think it's a personal aspect.
We are reason about him personal decision we make in terms of him whole family decision we make and him whole financial decision and him whole glory. Because me believe him would analyze that and really think about that, right? In terms of affecting the program, in terms of our immediate dream for the program, we don't see how fee move really gonna affect the immediate dream for the Reggae Boyz program. So in all due respect, me just gotta respect him for him personal thing. If him not like the money, if him not like the weather over there, if him family need him more, we just have to go know and say, yo, that's a fee personal thing. And when I really to jump in on him personal reasoning, we just look on it in terms of affecting our national dream.
And one of the things you know doing when you look on it, a lot of these players go through a lot of struggle. Some of them stick it out, but after football, some of them go in some situation or some state that they should not be in because of the amount of money they make. You understand? So if a man can make a decision where I go save him from a sort of a mental breakdown in the future, then can't fight against that one at all.
Great point, coach. Look at Oscar. Why him leave and go to China? Look at Hulk. Why him leave and go to China? Some of biggest player leave in their prime and go in China just because of personal reason. Oscar go because he said he grew up poor in Brazil and he want to make sure that every single one of him family member in him family okay after football, and Keemar Lawrence is 28 at this moment, and he getting a lot of money to play for Toronto FC. How many Jamaican across the world getting a lot of money? Like a Leon Bailey, like what I call it, a Rhyme Sterling. Not many Jamaican players have that, get a lot of big money. Yes, they get money where they can be okay. They can be all right. But we have to look on the finance. We have to look on so much big player where went to China in their prime. No one were cussing them saying that going to affect their country, Brazil. No, they went and do what they have to do, and people have to just accept a player when he make decision. He closer to him family and him getting more money. So after period where he say coach, it's going to better for him mentally, physically, and financially can help take care of him 4 kids and him wife.
Yeah, but it's what you do with the money still at the end of the day too. A lot of footballers are investing in real estate and among other things. So to add to your point, is not how much you get now, but it's what you do with it during your prime. You know what I mean? Having a nice house, car, investing the money in a business will help you in the long run, because God forbid, what if him get injured tomorrow? What we are gonna say? You know what I mean? How we are gonna help him?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So it's what you do with the money as well. So if him can secure a good lump sum right now and spin it, as what we say, you know what I mean, and stack it up for the future. And so
What I would
kudos to
say,
him.
what I would say is that you can only criticize this man move if you're looking at it from a Jamaica football point of view, where you say, okay, he used to play in a higher quality football, now he's playing at a lower level football, which how does that affect Jamaica football? Contractually, personally, the move he make as a football player, that's on him. That's his decision. Just like you mentioned Oscar before, Oscar and Hulk and them man, the man move for financial reasons. Others people do that too. And after them do it, they make themselves stable financially, but them not go back into the national team because of the quality of football that they're playing. So if the only way you can look on it on a critical point of view is if you're saying, okay, this might affect the national team in the fact that our left back used to play at a higher level. And let's be honest, Belgium is not that higher than the MLS either, because I've been watching them on a couple of bases, and Belgium football is not that great. I watch them because Tahith Chung play for Club Brugge, and Tahith Chung is a youngster from Man United, and the football them play Belgium is not that much better than the MLS.
But I do agree with you. Hold on, before no cut him off or chop him up.
Right,
I do agree
Chop
with
him
you.
up. I tell you straight.
No, I'm agreeing.
The Belgium football is not necessarily that much better than the MLS.
Hold on. Wait. Let me say this quickly.
Go ahead, Mark.
I'm going to defend you on this point. His level is not going to drop because he has been playing in the MLS for quite a while at a top level and performed for Jamaica. Then he went to Belgium for 1 year, performed there, scoring 1 goal, do tremendous defending, and now he's back to where he was great. So I don't think he's going to fall off for Jamaica and for his team. So where that is concerned, I do agree with you. However, for the rest of the money, we'll chop you up right now with the Belgian league. Yeah, and them have that one. They don't know about that one in terms of quality.
You can't talk to anyone on right now.
Hold on. I want to say something.
Hold on, the Qatar. Hold on. No, man. No, you gotta come in, you gotta come in, but he make a point that he just support that point where you make earlier about the regression, because if him,
I want to challenge him, because
you mentioned about Nathan Ferguson. You remember that point they make at that point there?
I'm saying to you, it is a regression in football in terms. Let me start with my counteraction.
That selector in a room.
Yeah,
find
man.
one fast.
The brother will play the Hulk now. You're just there. The minute them go to China, and the last them ever set foot in the Brazil side. 2016, and the last Brazil not take if you have played bush league football. Them work with him when he was in Russia, you know. Right? One has in St. Petersburg.
You did have one exception.
He played 4 years in Portugal at Porto and 4 years in Russia at St. Petersburg, meaning he was playing in the Champions League for 4 years, right? So Brazil got a chance to look at him in the Champions League when he's playing against equal peers. Right? The difference with Kemar is Kemar went there for a season and a half. That is no time to cement yourself. And they have some serious football questions to ask you. If you have put yourself in the league, you're telling me that 1 year coming up on the contract, no other of the 19 team them, Chalwar, that both are there, no other team. No look for you say you see a multi-year deal.
Alright, so
If
Fam,
the
hold on.
let me finish. So if the defending was excellent, which includes several yellow cards and a red card, right? So in the 16 game, one of them out with a red card, right? The performance we is our ball enough. But we have to be critical sometimes when we are dealing with it. When Bibi, I keep going back to Bibi, when Bibi was at Moulton, Bibi was a starter for 90 minutes. At one point, we had to operate without a second left back because Sam Allardyce believe in Ricardo Gardner so much. Remember when we said Ricardo Gardner was the first name on the squad sheet? What you remember back? You remember
Hold on. Before you stray from the main point,
no,
here,
me not from the end, and then me have to come deal with the next counteraction with Belgium and the MLS. No one's doing it.
Alright, it get late, so don't stretch
No
it too
man,
long.
Belgium football have made the group stage of the Champions League.
don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Do not say that. Listen, the Champions League is a European Champions League. Belgium, they are Europe. So the fact that they have teams in the Champions League don't mean anything. The fact that listen, for this past year, hold on, for this past year, Porto win the Champions League already, Parry. Ajax win the Champions League already. So listen, for this past year, I have been watching Belgium play. Listen,
no MLS team can come out of the qualifying round of the Champions League.
Okay, so give me a second. Give me a second. For this past year, I have been watching the Belgium League on and off because of reasons I mentioned earlier. And I'm telling you right now, the Belgium League is not head and shoulders above MLS football. I am telling you that right now. And that is not question me asking me. I tell you that. They are not head and shoulders over the type of football where these men play. The quality of football that they're playing right now is nowhere head and shoulders over the MLS. So yes, it might be a drop because of the extra experience they might get and the quality of opponents that they play in the Europa League when Genk probably make it, or in the Champions League where Club Brugge might make it. But the fact that this man is coming down to the MLS is not a massive drop. We can't tell you that right now because the quality of football with Tai Chung playing with them man over there right now is not necessarily improving him. He might as well play for the under-23s right now. That's a fact. So because they're playing at the Champions League, the reason why they're playing at the Champions League is because Belgium, they are Europe. Sparta Prague. You understand? Galatasaray. All of them, they are Europe.
No, but I am saying to you that if you play in the league where you are, I came and made the statement. Not you name me one MLS team that could come out of the group stage of the European Champions League or even the Europa League.
Oh, if you name me that, they're not playing with them. They're not playing with them. They're not playing with them.
No, man, hold on. I want to make a comment here.
When you look at the Belgian League,
name one MLS side that would come out of. Hold on, man. Wait a second now. Wait a second, please. Name one MLS side that will come out of the group stages of the Champions League. Now, coach, the MLS is staffed and have players that all of them at most times came from elite clubs all over Europe.
At what age?
At the time. Well, this is the beautiful part about football in a club. You see, if you take a world-class footballer out of last season of world-class football, name them. Name Zlatan. You really telling me Zlatan that wherever I was at the MLS couldn't drop to a side at that age after I went to Italy and basically went on to almost win the league.
They still play right now for Milan.
All right, so I'm saying the MLS is not to be considered based on what we know of the past. You see, football is about money, coach. I will always say the most important thing in football is always where the cash flows. The MLS is on its way to build $100 million value clubs. When you look at MLS side like Red Bull, New York, that is owned inside of the Red Bull franchise. And you look at Manchester United club that Manchester City club that they own in the MLS, and the program that they have with scouting and moving young talent out of the MLS back into Europe and through their system of feeder clubs. So I don't want people to tell MLS as anything small, because the cash that is going in it is going to lift the league from where it is now, and eventually it's going to be better than Belgium.
But you're a man when living at the US, you know, Joshua, as we call him, the American spy. He must say MLS is way worse than the Belgian league.
Well, one thing if you look at is how many players leave the Belgian league and big value, small value contracts compared to the MLS.
But I don't think money determine quality though, because the league is so close off.
I just have one question. Where did Belgium finish in the World Cup?
I mute everybody if everybody attack at the same time.
I make a point. Let me respond to it.
Yeah.
There is nobody discussing serious football. That when they say the Belgian league is, I would say, in the second tier after the Italian, Syria, over in Spain, England, English league, and the Dutch league. Then you have a next tier league like Portugal, Turkey, Belgium, right? That's where that league is. The MLS is not in anything compared to that. And you can look at the Belgian league. Every player in the Belgian league has moved on a big money transfer and value into the top tier leagues in England and dominate from Edwin Hazard. You name them, go down the line.
Leon Bailey.
I'm talking to Belgium themselves, local players. Right? But Leon Bailey moved from there to Germany. So when you look at the production of the league produces elite players who then step up and perform worldwide.
But Ketarak, I don't think that he's saying the league is not better, you know. I think he's saying the tier that it is in terms of far apart, it's not that far.
Coach.
All right, the Belgian league is like in the championship, and MLS, their League One.
Yeah, but and that not the far apart.
It still have some catching up to do. But we drip on gone wide and far enough. Because we were saying we respect the move by Tactic from a personal perspective and a financial perspective. But from a footballing perspective, he will not be playing with the best players in the world, and therefore he will not have the opportunity to raise the level and standard of his game. You raise your level by competing against players you've never seen before. Different set of right back coming down your wing, right? If he had moved to the Premier League, he'll be competing against Trent Alexander-Arnold, other right back, Reece James. And you have to step up your team. But when you just play in a comfort zone, some players can really play in the comfort zone. They don't want to challenge themselves. Some man just kind of.
Oh yeah, it sounds like you blame Taxi for the move we make. What if nobody not offer him a job?
Listen again. Let me say it again. A player makes a decision that he feels is best for him. I cannot make any comment on the personal aspect of it, the money aspect of it. We don't know if him lose one lawsuit in Jamaica and they all to take away mother house and they need to make it.
What if it have nothing to do with personal? What if it just never get an offer?
From a footballing perspective, it's a retrograde step. When you step to Anderlecht, you must be looking to make the next step. Now in a year 28, 29, now you're going on to your next contract. Must get a Spain, a France, a England, a Italy.
Ketarak, I want to ask you a question. Straight up.
Yeah, man, got you.
If at Anderlecht, I'm panelist Mountain and Chami. If at Anderlecht he was on £10,000 a week, right? And Toronto, see him on him last year and contract or 1 year left. And I'm saying things going good in Toronto. We have enough money. We're going to offer you £30,000 a week to come play for Toronto. In a footballing sense, I remember what we are focused on. Footballing sense, the same sense that we're talking about, footballing sense. would that then be a retrograde move if he moved on a better paying contract?
Yeah, but you have to understand that not because of money. I don't understand. I think some of them ball are playing nowadays some money.
Coach,
Yeah.
how would them name them?
Eh,
Them a baller.
So
Tyler Adams,
let
Zach
me
Steffen.
explain.
When we're talking about players like Lukaku,
let me
Ben
Is
explain.
that
Teke,
name Alfonso Davis? Is that name Alfonso Davis?
Coach, let me
Edwin Hazard.
chime
These
Is
in.
are
that
the
name
young players that are
is
coming out.
a weather vane of what is happening in the MLS? You
Coach,
see, when you see a league produce a player that have Messi and him flat on him bottom in the Champions League final, after him left where to go to where?
I
It is
mean,
a weather vane of what is coming.
well, I know, and this is what's weird to me. You know, the Belgium league, Zine. Yes, for the past 5 or so years, they've been going through a spurt where they're bringing a bunch of young talent, and it's not the league that's developing these man. You know, other clubs that develop them. So you have man. You mentioned Hazard. Hazard never really become something until he moved to France. You know,
That is not true.
Lukaku come out at Chelsea and develop in a Chelsea. So while these man are born, maybe born and have heritage in a Belgium, and them go somewhere else and develop, and that's when they become something. Which one of them make big money move out of Belgium? Give me one of them that make big money move out of Belgium.
Look at Kevin De Bruyne.
De Bruyne never make a big money move out of Belgium. De Bruyne go Chelsea, fail at Chelsea, go to Werder Bremen, and then them buy him from Werder Bremen. The talent come out of Belgium.
Nah, man.
The talent come out of Belgium.
De Bruyne did their Holland, brother.
Lukaku,
Lukaku did at Chelsea. De Bruyne did at Chelsea. The fact that you get you're talented and they
come from.
I'm telling you, sad.
Listen what me say now.
No, but watch out, Rome. Belgium is number one rank in the world, you know. So how you gonna compare the number one rank Belgium to a USA? That's
Yo, Jano. Yeah. All right.
Two
He's
different.
talking about league. He's talking about league, not the coach. Just the league he's talking.
Hold on. Balance. Listen
Coach,
to
I'm
me, man.
leaving here. I'm
Yeah,
leaving,
man.
Coach. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
All right,
for
big
having
up
me. I'm
yourself,
leaving.
Ryan.
Give somebody else a chance.
Ryan, coach,
Yes,
before
sir.
Ryan, before you run, tell me why you have a baller named Elijah Dixon Banner, the baddest young central defensive midfielder. His mother Jamaica, his father Jamaica. You never tell me about him round Liverpool.
But if he's the baddest and we
The
really
young
want to see,
the young gun.
so why club haven't bring him up in the under 20 in the senior team?
That
I
man,
want
no,
Fabinho.
I same thing me ask.
No man, you have Curtis Jones. You have Curtis Jones came up into the senior team and he went on the under 18 into the under 23 to take up where Curtis Jones left off. And you know, say I have Henderson in there already, Jordan Henderson. So he's there on the treadmill. Liverpool does good development, you know, in terms of moving their players through. You know that.
Yeah. Especially club do it the right way.
Yeah, man. No, I'm giving you that. You know, do it the right way. So he is the person that move on to take over from Curtis Jones. When you ask about Curtis Jones' coach, he has taken over from Curtis Jones in the under 23, and Curtis Jones cemented himself in there so now alongside Jordan Henderson in the central part. But
All right.
no what?
So back to the point, Ryan. Big up yourself and thanks.
One more thing before me leave. Look at the CONCACAF Champions League with Mexico team dominate. Why haven't, if the MLS is so good, why the MLS team cannot go further in the championship? It's a poor league, coach. Belgium league, I can tell you player after player. We go right up in the Premier League. Lukaku, Christian Benteke, all of these big player move come. Brethren, the Belgium league is far above the MLS. 100%, brother. The MLS is weak. They cannot, not even them own Champions League. Mexican team better than every single MLS team. The Mexican team better than every single MLS team. Trust me. We see that when it comes on to the CONCACAF Champions League. Their own league. You think one of the MLS team can stand out in the Champions League, in the group stage? Come on, guys, man. We have to realize and just speak this spark and just that.
Rob, you hear that, Rob?
You understand? It's
Me
just
hear
a
him.
fact. MLS is not good.
I agree with him.
Let me make a point, Ryan.
All right, thank you, coach, for having me. I want to give somebody else a chance because more people waiting in the background. So I have a channel. I don't want to take up some of the people them time. I want to give an opinion and advice. So I appreciate you guys. I'm here going to watch it. Big up coaches, this. Big up to every one of you guys. Continue to support the movements.
Yeah,
the point I want to make is that the reason why I think the MLS or people are against MLS, including myself, is because the league is closed off. There's no pathway for real development where a regulation and a promotion is concerned. Because you have such a closed off league and you're pumping money into it, you would think that the quality would be better. But sometimes it's not all about the money. Sometimes it's about that battle that you have to fight for promotion and fight to stay in the league and having players from lower league. The Super League. Just like the English Premier League, as we always say, the Championship, League 1, League 2. You have Sheffield Wednesday, they come in. Sheffield Wednesday and Rotterdam fighting for pick at Derby County with Wayne Rooney. Just one win and the man can literally stay in the championship. So that intensity, just that fight, just that you know what I mean? That edge give you just a fight to stay in a league. We push players and want players to play in there and do better and perform better. Unlike the MLS, they just play for trophies and what else they play? I don't know. It just they play in a ring robin.
I
feel I have to jump in here because MLS don't like most.
Mega ask one question to the entire panel. You guys say Belgium rank what? 1 or 2 in the world, right? If all the Belgium players, the entire squad was playing in Belgium, would they be ranked number 1 in the world?
No, but that is the whole point.
That's the whole point of it.
Development starts in the league, and the league produces talent that can then step up to another
level. But that's my
hold on, brother, and step up them game. The MLS does not export some, but it doesn't export a large number of players.
But you're talking as if the Belgium League push ball 10, 15 years now.
Can I say a few words?
It's a generation. The man have a generation football. Just like now we 10, 15, 20 years ago did have a generation of football. Every country go to a generation of football. This is not something where the Belgium League push out footballers every decade, year after year. This is just a generation of footballers.
You just start watching football, brother.
Gotcha.
Belgium has been a contender in football. Hold on now. Let me go back to the time when.
I'm not talking about when we just born in 88 or 92.
Marian Fellaini. That generation.
Fellaini just on 32. So which generation are you talking about? Fellaini did play them 2-3 years ago.
Brother, when Fellaini just came in, that generation that came there was the first or the second golden generation of Belgium. Right? This generation that them have now is a third iteration. Belgium has a strong youth program in their clubs. They develop good players and talented players up to a level that can be sold for high prices in the European top leagues. And then those players, when they go to the European top leagues, they perform. They become regular starters. Those who drop off, they take a step back and then they come again. Like Kevin.
That's the point, that the history of football is challenging you about the current Belgium football #1 ranking. It's not dependent on people leaving Genk to Manchester City or leaving Anderlecht to Real Madrid. What they do is they move to the second tier of great clubs. Because we all know who the great clubs are. Arsenal never buy anybody from the Belgian league in a good while. And what I'm trying to say, all the details talking.
Thank you, sir.
What I'm saying about the Belgium league versus the MLS, I'm sure we can all here argue who is the best left back in the world. Alphonso Davies, though, cannot be left out of the discussion. He left from the MLS to Bayern Munich. Pulisic, we can argue whether or not he's good or whether he's not so good, or whether or not who's better than him. The facts are Christian Pulisic contributed to going where? Champions League what?
Final.
So I'm saying to you, please acknowledge the contribution of the MLS in player development. And Bertram, I think, has been trying to say something for a little while, so I will stop right here to give him the floor.
It's hard to comment. The conversation is hot. A couple of things, actually. I'm going to touch on a couple of points. One is someone mentioned that the lack of relegation doesn't engender or allow for competition. So I'm not sure if you watch the NBA or the NFL, but that theory is a European theory, which actually makes no sense. No. So if you go to the leagues that are played, and the leagues in Syria, La Liga, the Premier League, they're normally won by the teams with the most money, period. Bayern, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Chelsea, more recent Man City, Juventus. You look at those teams and those leagues, and the team with the most money who can buy the best players are the ones who won.
Agree.
The MLS, the Belgian league, to a lesser extent, Norway nowadays are feeder leagues for those leagues. Players sometimes can't get into those countries, so they go to those leagues sometimes. They go to the Belgian league or go to Norway, so they can get their papers together. They can be Europe for a while. Hopefully, their country can be ranked at a certain level, and they get to go play in those leagues. If Belgian league, for example, number of Africans go there, and it allows those players to develop, but also it's an easy access for those European-based teams to go watch those players live versus have to see them in video. So you're gonna have no country, no continent as a monopoly on talent.
I think Craig Butler said something like that to Bertram. So I get in the point that you said.
You don't need work permit to play there.
Yeah, that's the thing. So England, for example, even
and
now
they said
the
Brexit, agents and the scouts would be in that vicinity, that near close proximity. Instead of coming to Jamaica to watch them, you just take them to Belgium or Europe.
Yeah, and if you have a bunch of players playing the same league who have quality and try to develop that quality, you're gonna have much more talent concentrated in a given area. You can then go observe those talent and figure out whether they fit into your club. I mean, Arsenal players they look at in the league because they haven't bought a player. And my team, Arsenal, is not the one to emulate or to watch because we do a poor job.
Yeah, Bertram. I could leave out Arsenal. We're just crying right now because
If you want to watch a team that
transition years,
look at Leicester, for example, is a team that find talent at low cost, can sell them for a high number. That's how they sustain themselves. So, look, I heard a discussion about Taxi Lawrence and what Taxi done or none. We don't know the facts and circumstances around why he made the decision that he made. We can always speculate. We can always be perturbed that he's leaving a league that's supposedly stronger than the MLS, or why come back to MLS? People have to understand that most people go to Europe to make money. Who wants to leave their country? People don't leave Jamaica to come to the US because they love to come to the US. They leave the US because they provide better financial opportunity for them. Not because they want to leave their family. You don't leave your kids in Jamaica and come here to make money and live them for 10, 15 years. Nobody does that. If the worst case, for example, is the Philippines. If you go to Hong Kong, for example, on a Sunday afternoon, you see thousands of women sitting out there. They leave their husband, they leave their kids to go to Hong Kong to make a living. That's the natural immigration things that people do. So players are the same way. Who wants to leave Argentina to go to Europe? You don't speak the language. It's worse than Jamaica going to England, you know? Because at least you speak English. You don't speak the language. The food is different. The culture is different. It's not the best situation. So look. Yeah,
hold on, Bertram. Let me defend my point. Sorry, the coach. Let me defend my
last point on this.
Okay, no problem. Let me defend my point. So, are you saying that the format in England, where you have from the first tier Premier League to the fifth tier, go straight down, relegation and promotion, are you saying that the format that is in the MLS, would you continue that format if you have the power to change it? Does it enrich the MLS? Does it create more competition, more drive in the MLS to have a close-off league or an open league where there's consequences when you slip up? And you have to pay those consequences by dropping out a certain competition, like, say, the Champions League, if you're not in the top four. Are you saying that the MLS format is okay as is and help to drive, players' growth and performance compared to the English league format?
Europe is big on tradition. Europe is a more socialist environment. Europe is very focused on everyone is part of the collective and they should all do well. In a lot of instances, that's not the reality, but in a lot of instances. Think about a capitalist system in the US and how England is, where they have healthcare system for everybody. Free healthcare, but it's not, most of the time it's not good, frankly. I've lived there and the healthcare system is not good, but they have it for everyone. So everyone can participate in it. Similar with their football, same concept. The US is capitalist. Those who make the most keep the most. And if you make 200 billion, you keep on going to 300 to 400. That's the difference. Doesn't mean both systems can't work the way they are and satisfy the audience they try to satisfy. It works for both. The NBA is competitive. It has the best players. It doesn't care where you come from. You come from Europe. Caucasians in the US stop competing because they can't compete, but the Europeans can.
But you missed the point in a bridge, and I'm saying the quality.
There's nothing competitive about them. Let's not go there.
The quality.
What do you mean? Wait, guys, you're confusing something here. The NBA may not have the same because the players are not deciding where they want to play. When I say about repeat champion in the NBA.
No, but I'm saying football is different.
Wait. Juventus has won 8 straight Serie A before they lost this year to Inter. Man City has won the last 4 of the last 7 or 8 Premier League. Money talks, and this is league where you have relegation. This is league where you have relegation, guys.
Yeah, I wanted to say something.
La Liga without Barcelona or Real Madrid for the last how many years? They have won it.
But that's what I'm saying. The quality, though, I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying. The comparison, the contrast.
Relegated team reduces the quality.
No,
relegated teams. What are you talking about? What Norwich came up, went down. Did they contribute to anything?
But I'm saying
they did.
How to get
they gave their fans the opportunity to watch them play in the Premier League.
Thank you very much. It's not all about the money.
It's not all about the money. Not only that, we wouldn't have if you're close off league like that, you won't have a Leicester story. If you're close off league like that, you won't have an Atletico Madrid. If you're close off league like that, Inter Milan wouldn't even get a chance to build back. Leeds, where one body, when they?
Him lock up. That's what
Leeds would there right now.
Thank
Leeds
you.
Guys, here's a life lesson.
People look at it like that because it's
here's a life lesson. Wait. Here's a life lesson. Life is about the money. Which country is vaccinated 80% of their people? 90% of the people. Which country? Is it a poor country or a rich country?
While I understand
which countries don't have vaccines? This is about life and death now.
America, England, and those countries that have
the Western world and Israel are the ones that get most of the vaccination, aren't they? They have the most money. Life is about money. This misconception, because we want to be good and humanitarian and moral, that's all great, but that's not reality.
But the point I want to say something before you jump on about the MLS. And it's interesting you talk about the vaccination thing. I learned recently that Israel paid double the price for the first 500,000 doses.
Yes,
because they could afford to.
Yes, they did. Money
but
talk.
On a separate point, the MLS, when we look at MLS, we need to look at it once again. On quality, yes. And in terms of quality, the fact that 2 major stakeholders in the world of football have bought into it and own.
Sorry, the Flavor Max TV, you have a turn on a camera. So we see who is Flavor Max TV. Sorry about that order, continue.
Yes.
Hold on, you see after order, we're going to have Josh chime in and say something. A long time saying he wants to say something.
Okay.
So order details, go ahead.
Yes, in terms of the MLS, if you look at it in the business sense, you will realize that the clubs are growing. They have one of the highest attendance on record when it was actually up and running. They had $1 billion stakeholders. And the plan is to represent these different major cities in the USA with a long-term plan that is going to be different from what's happening in Europe. But the problem that we have to look at in comparing it to Europe is that Americans are going to want to watch the MLS on their TVs. So it's going to become fast one of the highest grossing leagues. And it is on that way because of just the fact that America is where money lives. So in terms of the quality, I understand and I agree with you. It is much better to have a relegation league. But in terms of looking at the MLS, I would say that we should look at it more in terms of the commercial side of it because it's really developing from their commercial side. Well, player development, not on the backbench, but they do have a strong record in the last 3 and 4 years based on developing some really good footballers.
Look, guys, the difference is this. In Europe, Your football
Hold
is
on,
your life. Go ahead.
Bertram,
Go
hold
ahead.
on. Remember
Go
what
ahead.
he said once.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just something. Joshua.
Okay, so the Belgian league is clearly better. It's not even close. I mean, I don't know why there's even debate. But what I would say, I hate when you try to compare, like, say, this player came from MLS, like Alphonso Davies. You say, Alphonso Davies came from MLS, they must be good. Alphonso Davies is playing for Bayern. He's not playing for Vancouver Whitecaps anymore. Just because a player played in the league, it doesn't make the league better because he's gone now. So I don't understand the comparison there.
That's why I want to respond to Coach. Respond to that. I saw it on the screen. A person said it's Dortmund that Pulisic is where he went first before he went to Chelsea. Nevertheless, still a big signing. What's happening in the world of football now is that the investment that the US has been pumping into world football, Coach, it just cannot be ignored. They are capable of being the highest spender in the world in player development. And if anybody here doubts the United States' commitment to world football, just remember that if the US announces that it's going to win the World Cup in 3 years and they're going to spend the money to do it, or win the World Cup in 3 World Cups, you have to remember they appointed the German and he came in and made a national program. And that national program, I believe, has been working. It has produced some very talented footballers. And from what I know about how they've changed the program in the US, they have a heavier focus on youth development in terms of how they treat youth talent. And that's why they're such talented young footballers. So their model is a little different from Europe. It's regional, I've heard. But I'm telling persons not to look at it as Belgium is going to stay where it is in comparison to what the US has up its sleeve. Not because we have to remember, the US basically took over FIFA. They had the FIFA president on trials in US courts, and their role in football is going to be a bigger and bigger force. And I don't doubt that they have plans to win the World Cup. And I don't doubt that they're serious about spending the type of money that every other nation will bark at, saying we can invest that to do it. So if you look at the nation and how developed it is, that's the future of football, I would say.
All right.
Because yeah.
Just wanna flavor Max TV. One of the new rules that we have now is that persons coming on the panel have to actually show themselves, meaning them face in the, if we don't know you, because you have never been on the panel. So just understand that's a rule, because why that was set is because some unscrupulous persons came on some time ago. So if you are new to the panel, you have to actually just turn on the camera for a short while. You see some of the people on now the camera off, because I would have seen them in the waiting room. So just want to put that out there for persons to know that it's not that we're blocking you from coming on the panel, because everybody has a voice. It's just that we're trying to protect certain things to come on the screen. Because you have persons who, you have children who watch this program, so to speak. Let me just throw that out there. You know what I mean? And it's a family channel as well. So we have to ensure we put out the best content. You know what I mean? So just letting persons also know that that's a new rule going forward. Yeah, continue. Who was saying something? I think it was other details who was talking.
Yes, I was saying that the US in the long run is going to be a dominant force. For what time they have taken football seriously nationally, put together their league compared to Belgium or other places, it's a telltale sign of what money can do when you have it to spend on development. David Beckham buy our side and he says he takes it seriously. He wants Miami FC, if that's the name of the club, to be a dominant force. So they have all the right players, all the right names, but the important thing is they're trying to compete with some of the most profitable leagues in the world, in the NBA, the NFL. And to get it up to top 3 league in America, it's going to be miles away in earning and player value and all those other things compared to Belgium and Turkey and other leagues that we're speaking about. So it's a matter of business, but the player development is what they're really excelling at, and we can see that from what they've developed.
For me, and I will say it without reservation, I think the Belgian league is better than the MLS. And I will not be going in any details and fine teeth comb to comb it out, because obviously it is. There's no going around it. Not to say the MLS is not a good league, because every league has its pros and its cons. But the fact of the matter is, Belgian league is above the MLS.
And to add to that, coach, the MLS is just right down there boring. Honestly, I love football. I watch football. Me that watch USL even a while ago. MLS was boring to me. It just everybody does play everybody. It just boring and dry. Even pound per million or billion in it, it's just dry. Honestly,
because of what the fact there's no relegation.
Yeah, it's just the format is just weird. Even our Jamaican Premier League full of vibes. Honestly, it's just I don't know. I just can't be. I guess it has to grow on me for me to really say, I can sit down and enjoy this.
Mm-hmm.
But even League One, League Two, I prefer to watch them there and see how they fight and battle. Like I love them story. You know what I mean, coach? See a team from the national league come straight up League One, League Two. Hull City going up, all those teams going up. Trying to compete. Even if they get relegated, just trying to compete, fighting. You know what I mean? You see tears, you see joy, you see pride. You know what I mean? To me, that's better than money. That's why we play sport. You lose, you go home, go ball, but you come back stronger the next time around. You know what I mean? When I see that in MLS, man, just pay for money and go over them yard and come back next season and train and repeat, rinse and repeat. No flair, not different.
All right, so remember this is something for ask. I'm gonna jump off at the panel now, right? Now just pick it back to Reggae Boyz, say a little bit. Me see something in the paper say Jamaica lift the UK ban, but no UK ban Jamaica type of thing. Right? How that affect the UK based players them who come play for Jamaica, whereas the training camps slated for happen and them thing there. Can the players them really go overcome the travel ban there for the friendly?
Once they are not coming to Jamaica, I guess this is where innovation is going to take place. Where somebody over there will have to, run a training camp.
So we have an international training camp because
Or
Go ahead. We understand it first, right? We were supposed to utilize the local facility, get everybody group up. In the initial information that I hear, I never hear no plans to no international training camp, right? So with them friendlies here right around the corner, because the opponent are really next month. It's another USA match we're gonna have where we don't know the full squad and last minute things are gonna reveal to us. So we're gonna see Kemar for the first time and him just get the first half, and Mikel Antonio get a second half. No training camp again, everything just rush again. So it's one of them situations that we're about to face.
I hope not, but I mean there seem to be some work that is being taking place. I'm not certain where they're going to go in terms of training. I heard that there was going to be some English-based camp and then a local camp. I've not heard anything on that again. I guess that was just floating around. Probably nothing concretized, but I mean, we just have to wait and see if the team meets up a week before the friendlies or a few days. Is that going to be good for them again or such a like? But I mean, very valid point. And if the ban to Jamaica, well, I don't think it will affect the players because they don't need to come to Jamaica to go to Japan to play. So I mean, I don't think it will affect them.
So we're gonna have a training camp in Japan because what I really try think about is the whole chemistry. Because the whole aim of these friendlies and these little things is to build chemistry.
Yeah.
I mean, I really think the chemistry are gonna really just build from just the playing field alone. I think as a tapper gonna need these camp more than the actual friendly matches. Really take a good look because we have a 50-man squad. I forgot trim down to 30. Right? Everybody now can get adequate minutes. So may I look as the original question is who's going to be a part of the squad? Because I start eliminate people who not passport and who not commit for June already. I mean, I wonder if it is a case that, all right, they're going to pop up back again later on my last part and really.
So, what are some names you have there?
We done exhaust Ravel name already,
And
right?
Taxi.
So we're not going to go back to them.
Yeah, so them two, and Hector, we spoke about Hector as well.
And Hector, so we're run off them there, run off some of the young youths them. That's why I feel like the training camp important because and everybody will go on the training camp to actually make the plane to go Japan and Serbia. Right? When you need to can see some of them young boys the first and then say, all right, January, only can make the 2026 World Cup. You're one of them time there. So I'm running off the names the moment I pray.
Yeah.
Right? Where they go through the young brothers them. Internationally, I feel like we'll have a little bit more set defenders. So we have to pin up the more comeback. I don't really think we need to carry like perhaps Tilt. Sorry, me give me a good run, but I feel like the playing I look bookish.
So who? Tilt?
Yeah. Kind of field position kind of look bookish. Right? We have the Mariapas them who definitely are going to make the flight. Low sign earlier, and him go on good enough Swansea, so you can't really leave him out. DJ, him kind of look like him injured. From what
man, he is.
From I understand, so him look a trip kind of up in arms. For come, so probably I'll go see him back in a Gold Cup, right? Casey Palmer not really playing a ball game for him club. From me I get to understand. So I guess but him done book for him ticket from declaring early. I run through a few people who I think. And all of the core players, I'm not even to call about the Leon Bailey's them. Mikel Antonio, I'm not ready to see him and make it in time.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm not getting no more word from him. It probably pop up because Liga done when enemy and the Friendlies are June.
Yeah.
So all right, him free, him not do him time. Probably up the family and know say man play ball in Japan. So I think most of the names them more exact. We can clear off some names now in terms of for the future Ivan, Tony and them person there. I don't really feel like them are gonna gel enough in the camp, right, for actually make it. And as my boy put in Grant, definitely my sister him gonna make it. JFF not gonna look past that interest if a position we need.
Yeah.
Somebody a complain and say, yo, in comparison to the league where I play, you can put everybody on the same level right now because everybody in a local league. Right? None of them really their Premier League level for be honest, apart from Bobby Reed and them man there. So it's a open playing field, but I think the core ward exhaust, the core man them on the show here, and I see him set a man them whole thing is just who declare.
Okay.
Make a next man talk, cause
Bertrand, what's your say on who you think will make it?
I actually I'm waiting to get the news about who they're calling. I mean, we can all have a perspective of who can make it, but some players are not gonna come. I don't think if I'm like Ivan Toney, I'm not coming because so many clubs that are from Premier League are now considering him. He's been considered for a 35 million pound move to a West Ham. I know even my club should be thinking about pursuing him. So I think it's just the players that we have already with a few supplements. The 6 that we had in the friendly plus Antonio and a couple more. I don't see a ton of players coming, whether they're not pursued by the JFF and or they just are waiting and biding their time for England. Somebody may get injured and they may call into the squad. If I'm Ivan Toney, for example, is Otto Watkins better than Ivan Toney? I don't know. So he's probably sitting there thinking, somebody get injured, Ince is injured now, get injured, maybe I get a call. So we may just have to go with what we have. I hear the name Hector being called, and I'm wondering why that's being called. I still can't understand why anybody think Hector.
He a nice squad.
Yeah, he should be in a squad as a cheerleader. He's not even better than people who are paying him. He's not better than anybody.
Relationship with Hector, no. Never love your relationship with Hector.
I want to say cheerleader in the boss are one of the most important person.
Don't put the uniform on. Cheerlead if you're gonna cheer. Don't put the uniform on. Wait for the uniform on for. He's not a football. I'm sorry, but I hate to denigrate Hector, but He's not a good player. He's just
get
not.
Get a 45. After 45, him kind of get weary and teary and start
45 what? Those
them.
old things are dying. We don't use 45 anymore. we don't use 45 anymore. We even passed this. We talk about 45. That's a long time ago. We don't play 45. His time is gone. Sorry.
You know, so the last friendly match, everybody actually get a game. I'm actually look on the list and see who play and realize everybody apart from the keeper, you get a sub on and sub off. So top actually took the time to look for everybody, you know, if for just a 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So when the black and say, oh, certain man start like Morrison and them man there, I look at Levy. One of them actually look and realize Tapa gave everybody a run.
Me telling you, know, Tapa not so bad as we think, you know.
I just keep alone, you know, really too real.
Yeah, that's a bit of the issue with them. I say Ravel can't come in at the squad. Come here, say Luca Levy and them young defender. I think you have one of the twin. He's a twin and him play for Umberline, if you can correct me. And him play, you know, him get a start. So I think Tapa will carry the core players as we discussed already. You know, everybody who have them passport already. All these players that we know, Shamar, Andre Gray, all these guys will be there. As I said for Ivan Toney, to me the bus gone, left him long time, or him jump on a different bus. Someone really feel bad, you know what I mean? But the guy, Anthony Harris, something like that, I think he should get a chance. I
forgot to call for him name because you didn't want to ask my cataract. So right?
Johnson Clark Harris.
Yes. So like how my boy there put in him letter. So Johnson Clark I forgot write the same letter to for get a call out.
I don't think he has a passport though. That's the issue.
And that's gonna take a while. But they can play friendly without it, you know.
Oh, they can.
But guys, the window is not closed now. I can say they have to get it
exactly.
Yeah, that's why I said they can play without.
Is a long process, and some people come in later in the process. Then you know, others come in early, some come in late.
But the energy with Ivan Toney have right now. It don't seem like him a lean to Jamaica, honestly. When I hear him not lean to us. So to me,
I'm sure that the trend.
Just follow the head. Just follow the head.
I'm sure the trend because you have Watkins who Tony come replace him. Right? Tony going with a bag of things. But before Tony left, you know who take it up? A Johnson Clark take up with Tony left off of Petersburg, you know. Tony that go on with beer things and Johnson Clark go on even better than Tony that go on before him left. Just like how Tony go on better than Watkins right now and I look for England.
But I think Anthony is a better finisher than Ivan. Based on his fun. I think Anthony Harris. Clark Harris, yes. I think he's a better finisher than Ivan. Him look crisp up on the ball, him finish them low. You know what I mean? You know that little top the over Ivan to me. Based on what I see so far.
Both are late bloomers, sort of.
Yeah, because 25, 26 are them age group. Yeah, so in terms of Jamaica squad, right? As I say, we just see 4 or 5 new faces, you know. Everybody who actually know the core player them already. We don't see them run. We already see some of the new people, and we have too much. We see Tapa split it half. We see our first side, not the first half, and then sub them up because international friend we have unlimited or 5, depending on how JFF negotiated. Some see my work with like a 30 months ago. I don't think we have no issues with playing fair and nobody have a ball say first class versus lower class. I just don't see them think they have Japan and Serbia. It's like established league. It's like the man them just give you a little free invite and them thing don't set up hotel, don't set up and everything. So I'm just really see a smooth transition with them 30 money or 5 new faces at the most, I say. And for World Cup World Cup, I'm not see no more than at most 2 new men who make that friendly year.
Yeah. 4 new ones?
And 2 for World Cup and probably 1 more for World Cup. So in total, who make the friendly trip here, more than 3 new players who can make World Cup qualifying, who don't depend this friendly board.
Who are those players?
Yeah,
who you have in mind?
Who may have in mind? All right. So if Tony wake up one day and say, "John, Jamaica just need me in the head," and I make like a qualifier and last stage and he says, "I'm compete for Jamaica, I'm gonna take him." Right, so him can walk in a squad. Well, then again, I have to kind of see how I'm going to go on in the Premier League, but that aside. Outside of him, you also have one Mr. Newcastle. Player who actually wait for you to come back from injury.
Aiden.
Right? So them two there, and I'm gonna leave the door open for anybody else who pop out of the woodworks, which is more than unlikely. So I just really 2 to 3, that's what I'm saying. Just 2 to 3 baller who make this trip alone can make it. We'll get everybody who poor and big baller who can find already. And we'll also fulfill the position with that.
I think we should pursue Redmond and Holgate. You can't have enough good players.
Redmond kind of done a put in film thing, so it's really about if he might get film papers, because him already declare him already and say him willing for forward, right? So paperwork.
I heard him declare. I haven't heard anything else after he declared that he's interested. It's one thing for him to declare. Another thing, does the coach want him? Does the JFF want him?
You see, if it is that him declare and I'm not forward, that means the coach don't want him, and the coach know what him do, why him don't want him. Right? So we can make the decision there, because me believe so from a man declare him interest, me know say tap on a def. Me know say JFF no def. Then hear when him say him interested. So if them want him, them would have make the reach out. Them are not fool for sit down and hear the man and say, oh, we're gonna call Red Man. Or how to do it. Somebody would have guided him through the process if them really want him. And them have enough time.
Yeah, based on how things going.
I think somebody Holgate we should pursue, because Holgate is very versatile. Holgate can play maybe one of 3 positions, and you need players with that versatility. He can replace Hector. Any place Hector plays. So that's our replacement for Hector. We get Holgate.
You think we need a goalkeeper?
Yes.
Because
but that's a hard one, coach. That's a hard one.
It's gonna be hectic on Blake, you know.
One sprain big toe man, you know it got one sprain finger.
That's true. That's a good question, you know, coach. Honestly. But who is really there for us as a second, second to Blake? I can't really pinpoint. I heard Simon Preston of our Reggae Boyz coming through. I think mentioned the goalkeeper. I forgot his name.
Vigaro.
I think
Lawrence Vigaro.
Lawrence, yeah.
But my future Jamaica.
Sorry. What about Amal Knight? Where's Amal Knight? Is still in the USL? What's going on for him?
Well, we don't know what's going on for him.
Exactly, kind of silent.
So look at him all time.
Yeah, exactly. We need, Amal Knight need to show up himself or something, because I think he's an okay keeper.
But is Amal Knight playing?
That too. I was looking at the USL teams to see. Let me check and see.
So question. I'm gonna jump up on a little bit of Rafael Morrison thing with
No.
Hear me go with it. Just hear me go with it. Just before, right? In terms of put it in position that he plays, right? I wonder what is his position and who are the other footballers who plays his position. I want to know what is his competition like as a box-to-box midfielder.
I think DJ plays the position. I think Maggie plays the attacking mid. I think our central mid. I think Casey Palmer. Yeah.
And Peter Lee. What about Peter Lee Vassell? Although I know it's just fresh.
All right. So I'll clear up some of them. Listen, Maggie. Because Mary consider Maggie more box-to-box. Right? We don't say Ravel kind of attacking, but in terms of more like the overall work rate, right? I'm going to put Vassell in it, I'm going to put Maggie in it. Somebody would probably say DJ seem to be in all the real competition for that role there.
And the two of them can start if the coach will start them.
Okay, I just want to know, because Mr. Try see, so what do you do a look analysis now? Find a little app, and I'm see how much times a baller play in different positions. How much different positions them can actually play. Realize a DJ versatile through that niggle. Anthony play everywhere on the field apart from centre back and
Oh
goal.
yeah, Bobby Reed too.
Right?
Reed, yeah.
Bobby Reed play across the line,
Yeah,
but he's
but
more attacking.
he can play attacking too.
But that's what I say. He's more attacking more than central. But that's more Rafael as a more central type figure. If you get what I mean, not the type of push forward most. Can sit back a little, yeah, behind the line, not directly attacking. And not really so much competition in that little space for him. So who knows? We probably can invite 2 more people on the training list.
Yeah, as for Amal Knight, I'm looking at his stats right now on transfer market, and it says that he's without a club.
Yeah, him not there yourself.
Yeah, he was with San Diego Loyals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that kind of sticky for us right there.
And then you have Dwayne Miller, and I haven't heard anything about him either.
Yeah.
Then you have Jaden White.
He's not playing any football either.
Well, Premier League should be starting.
Yeah, soon. So
and again with people them inactive.
Yeah, inactive. Except for number 1. So that would be an issue for real.
And he put in a very good performance the other day. So he has been playing a lot of minutes, a lot of games, MLS and then Champions League.
So he's getting his rhythm going.
But that might be a lot of games for him as well. So we need a good goalkeeper to back him up.
Okay, yeah. It might be a problem for that. Let me see.
So a lot of pressure is going to be on Andre Blake.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, if God forbid, Andre Blake is injured or have to be substituted out, I don't think the backline will have enough confidence in the new keeper. You know what I mean? To even push up or, because in the back of the mind, they're going to think about the keeper, lacking in experience or whatever it might be on the field.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to be sticky. What coach, question, what about the format for the Premier League? Because I think they're saying that they want to do the 12 teams. Each team is going to play those 11 match. I guess in the first round, and then a second round, probably 6 or 4, and then they'll go to a playoff from there.
That's the Jamaican Premier League talking, right?
Yeah, that's the Jamaican Premier League talking. I think that's the format, and then they'll use the grounds, their home ground for the training ground, and play the matches at Sabina Park and the stadium.
Yeah, Sabina Park and the stadium are the venues. It should start about June. Because they need time for preseason.
Preseason, I think 7 weeks.
So you guys have bubbles? You have bubbles you operating in, or just?
No, the team will operate in their own
team
bubble.
would be in a bubble.
Yeah, at their own home stadium.
You know that here.
And once they breach, if they breach it, it's gonna be a problem,
Yeah. So they're going to operate at their own stadium as training ground, and those operate there and then transfer to the National Stadium or Sabina Park to play pretty much. And what I think they might do at Sabina Park, they could have people watching, because the stadium is large enough to have fans, even 5,000 people, because it's what, 35,000. And Sabina Park is big enough to have fans. So we could...
You want to church them mad?
Yeah?
No group of people that cause too much argument, other people are good for them feeling as the come football get fans and we can have party.
No, but we can't look at it. We can't look at it that way.
No, the fans are not, but the fans are no right now.
The fans are no.
Yeah,
You can't even think about it. Too much other people are going to ball out and feel
they'll cry out. Okay, I get it.
The fans are no right now.
It will be good though.
It's gonna be costly for the clubs because some of them make money from the gate receipt. But I mean, it's the nature of the time that we're in right now.
Yeah, I guess with the new format, with that, the sponsors coming on board and getting enough sponsors, and then those sponsors are randomly selected. So a man can't have affiliation with Harborview and own a company. You know what I mean? They'll raffle and pretty much pick those sponsors and place them into the clubs. So I guess that money will be sufficient enough to pay the players and stuff as the new format, how they're doing it. So I guess the proceeds won't really matter for now. with not having people at the stadium.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. I think we're gonna close off for tonight. Some very good talks tonight. Very good discussion. Trust me, very good discussion. We're gonna have a special guest, or we should have a special guest tomorrow. Yeah, man, and a person that I believe love football, and this person just watch out for what will happen tomorrow. Hopefully, we get him. I'm not gonna put up his name until I'm certain that he'll be on the other side of the screen. So I mean, we are hoping to get that person. Having a session like we had last Sunday with the coaches, something of the sort. A person who is big in football. That person was actually affiliated with a club. So definitely want to get that person on. The contact was made. Person agreed. So it's just for me to remind that individual.
Somebody saying in the comment section if it's Coach Tapper.
I wish it was Coach Tapper. Yes, Alex.
So I'm asking a question. Does Redmond get contacted? No, coach. Laugh, no, coach. No, laugh. More ask a question. Answer the question, coach.
From all indications, he was.
All right. So I went on somebody channel today, and I said that Redmond has been contacted. They say I'm a corner shop news. I don't know what I'm talking about. So can I confirm it from you, Mr. Coach's desk, that Redmond is contacted? No. People don't laugh. People don't.
Oh God.
Coach in the supermarket.
Anyone in the comments can tell you. I tell the man that Redmond has been contacted and Kiddo has been contacted, and we know that. The man said we are corner shop new, and we don't know when we get the information in the cinema newspaper, in the cinema circle road. So when we get the information from, and me come on Coach's decks, and I heard that people saying Redmond is being contacted. So how the corner shop you get this information? I don't know. But as I'm hearing it from a credible source, Coach's decks. No line to come out of your mouth.
So Alex is like the British tabloid.
Yeah.
Drew, anyway, you know what?
Alex run with any story, you know, man.
No. What? Plunket. You will not run with any story. I have sources.
Alex, the source is not so incredible sometimes.
So Alex, you just ask your source. Alex, you just ask your source whether that is credible. You say you have.
No, it's not only Coach's Dex is my source, but I'm saying though, if I'm wrong, I know that Redmond is being contacted, and I'm right. My source is telling me right news. Then,
okay,
right. So if your coach don't call him,
what?
If the coach don't call him, then it's coach problem. Then me and Mr. Rose got a problem. Then my man gonna feel like some kind of shop news, man.
No, not necessarily. There are a lot of things that happen behind the scene where people don't know, you know. You understand? So a man can't just jump and say because he never get call or whatever. It's because your sources weren't correct. So no matter think it like that. You know what I mean? But it sounds like you want to set up Coach's desk, man.
No.
If you go on this other channel to say that Coach's desk said.
No. But no, I tried to confirm it with your coach. Right?
Yeah, man, Redman was contacted.
That's all, man. You're right, Bertram.
How would Redman how would Redman start to look about his paper?
All right, first one, we heard it on TVJ.
You heard it on TVJ, which is a credible news network.
So TVJ is not a source. So TVJ is a liar, then, right?
So Alex, you give all of your sources there, man.
No. I'm not giving away my sources. I'm not I'm saying though. That's one of my sources. I'm saying though, right? If TVJ was a liar, then Redmond would be contacted then, right? Ask my question. I'm saying. I mean, come on, guys. You know the vibe already, man.
So I don't get the basis of this though, Alex. Is it a proven basis or you really want to know if Redmond get contacted?
Yeah,
Because if you're if your source is telling that, you have to believe your source.
Alex, you're doing the right thing, Alex. You gotta have multiple sources. You should always back at the source.
Yeah.
To authenticate your source, get another source.
And coach,
yes, you have to authenticate your source. So I agree with you. One source doesn't justify that something's correct. You gotta get two sources, and you marry them to see if they align. If they do, then you can get comfortable. If they're reliable, that the information is good. So you're doing a good due diligence. The due diligence is fine. The process is fine.
See?
TVJ and coach is both their credible sources.
All right.
It's a credible program, man. So it's a good place to come to find out all the information you want to know about football. People will respect it. It's it.
Michael, the man beat me to the Michael. I say we are cracking. You know me, I talk about this and that. But at the end of the day, all will laugh. I go say, John, no.
Alex was right all along.
But Alex,
Alex Romano, we appreciate the information. You can replace Fabrizio. Fabrizio.
Yeah.
Alex. So if he doesn't come, you are going to be in problem.
All right. I'm gonna be
because you're going to be seen as somebody that is not credible, or your sources are not credible. But if he doesn't come, that doesn't mean I'm not credible.
No.
I'm just putting that out there now.
I'm not saying he's not gonna come in a coach. I was just trying to state the fact that he's been contacted. Are we seeing people that saying that he's not been contacted? I want to know if he was contacted or not. Right?
Yeah, you got the answer.
Okay.
Oh, coach, I see an important messaging. Sorry, I see an important messaging in that coming a while ago.
The one from Neo Sovereign?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
All right, we can't look into that.
Yeah.
The question is that have you tried? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just want to big up Khadija. Man City.
Hey, we're lag out right now, guys. Alex come make some questions that show in our room for me. We cannot answer certain questions on live.
Coach. No. Next week Thursday, the press will come out. So
yeah, man.
Say Alex Allian, you can run up on Michelle. I'm not gonna say nobody not gonna say it. You're not gonna be the credit for that attack.
No, but that's what I'm saying to you. If the man does not come, if that makes you or your source is not credible, it can be other factors that cause him not to come, So you can't just get around and make people think say your sources are not credible because something not happen as though it is said that it is done.
Yeah, sometimes things stop in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Midway it stop and in a year nothing else about it and people think that,
Hold on.
You have a conduit and something to run through it, but there are some blockages there.
No, panelists have to
you understand?
Plunkett and Bircham, I have to ask this one question to you guys, right? Do you think Suriname's gonna beat Canada and come to the octagonal round?
The octagon?
Yes. Suriname. The great brave Suriname.
All right, people. Before I answer that question, we're gonna end the show. And if you don't want to answer that behind the scene, no problem. Thanks to everybody.
Next time, Alex.
The coach's desk this evening. Big up yourself. Of course, this is night one of this weekend triple treat, and we have 2 nights to go. So we're supposed to be having a special guest tomorrow evening. Stay tuned and you'll be hearing more about it. Big up yourself, everyone. Big up to all the persons in the comment section. Big up to the comment moderators. Big up to the panelists tonight. We have the Cataract, we have a Mark, we have Bertram, we have Dwayne, we have Alex, we have the Ryan LFC, and many others. Big up on yourself, people.
Yeah, man. Bless up, peace.
Panelists. Peace.
Guidance, everybody. All right.